much more leg room. Welcome back.
Is all you?
Welcome back. All you can eat sucks.
I know. That's your
It's
city's
piss poor.
fault. That's how they make up with it because you're getting food.
Awful. Yeah. Welcome back to this week's episode of Black Not Mild.
Hi.
Brian's trying to figure out where to sit at the Dodger game tonight, and I keep telling him his seats are fine.
My seats are not bad.
But the pavilions suck.
I'm not sitting in the pavilion.
Field level, unless you're spending like $200, it's whatever. Loge is just hot, and there's no good food. Like Loge is honestly like the fucking bottom of the dumpster when it comes to Dodger Stadium.
But like the pavilion is where you get those homers.
You do make the friendly foods in the pavilions.
The friendly foods.
I would rather not. Yeah.
You get the front row seat to a fight.
You do always get a front row.
I don't know if there was a fight yesterday. I really couldn't tell.
There's
There's a lot of happy fans.
There's been like what? Maybe like a couple. Like I've been to the Dodger Stadium a lot, and there's gotta be like 25% to maybe 40% of the time there's a fight.
Yeah,
Most of them are girls.
Yeah, girls.
Yeah.
of course they're girls.
There's always some stupid stuff.
Because women can't handle their temper when it comes to alcohol. One tall can and they're off their rockers.
Or they're probably pre-gaming because
And this is why women should not be allowed at sporting events.
We're drunk.
Unless they're wearing minimal clothing. Then come to Dodger games all you want. That's literally why I work there.
What a spot.
So
Like, I thought about pre-gaming before at a Dodger game.
Well-
And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to walk all those fucking steps.
I feel
yeah,
like
they suck.
Like drunk.
One.
Like that's not.
Two, it's technically illegal to tailgate at Dodger Stadium.
yeah. It's basically just drinking. I mean, you
is
can't drink in
but
your
they don't
car.
police
Well,
it.
like you can't like tailgate like you can like at a football game or like other stadiums, but like you can just drink in your car. You just can't get caught. So yeah, I guess it's illegal.
It's just like drinking. Yeah, just having an open container in your
Yeah,
car.
it's like
pretty much
drinking outside the bar. That's basically what you have to do.
it. That ticket sucks. It's not fun.
You got one.
Yeah, I got an
What was
open
that?
container. First thing
Oh,
of the
just
mile.
open?
Yeah, just open container. He was nice about
That's
it.
not bad.
Yeah,
That's
first thing of the
crazy.
mile. I was pre-gaming because I was late to go out to the bars, and then me and the homie, we're drinking in the car. Obviously, just pounding Four Locos, and like we were at downtown Fullerton in the parking structure, and then these fucking feds were going up and down the parking structure. I didn't know, and they caught us, and so he's like, "Oh, what is that?" And I was like, "Fuck." It's a Four Loko.
I was there that year, huh?
We met. We met
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah. I remember that.
Also,
new flavor of Arizona.
honestly, and
should've
he was
told
like, "Oh, y'all go." She's like, "Y'all trying to go out?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, but you just made me pour out fucking half of it." I was so hot.
You should have just chugged it.
I was
you were
trying
getting
to.
the ticket.
I was trying to, but he didn't let me. He told me I had to pour it out.
There's no try. There's only do.
Well, if I would have known that, I would have got on the knee right in front of him and been like, "Hey,
Ah, shit, you're icing me, bro. Just suck it.
Or loco.
Four Loko in me." That'd have been
So-
tight.
Do you have a question of the week, sir?
No, but do you have one planned? I can think of one on the spot. You just have to give me a sec.
I have one.
Okay.
Um,
Damn, dude, I'm getting tore up by these
I think I'm the
bugs.
only one who doesn't get bit. It's weird.
I get fucking
It's just on the
lit,
back of
bro.
my ankle.
Yeah,
Off.
you're gonna want to put the buzz spray, dude. These mosquitoes are insane, bro.
Savages.
They
Oh, yeah, I
are
saw you post about 'em.
absolute savage motherfuckers. I don't
Get that.
understand.
Sponsor us.
Fucking yeah, off. Please send me your next level, fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Just
Whatever
spray
your
this on
future
me?
tech is,
Yeah,
I
it's
need
just,
it.
it's like sunscreen. You just spray it.
Yeah.
I never really done bug spray.
Okay.
Like, just
But I
bug
don't
spray.
really get bit like that.
Or you don't go outside.
No, I go outside. It's just I don't really get bit like that. We'll just put this in here for.
I just
for the
don't get it,
sponsors.
man. I don't know where these fucking mosquitoes came from, but
Today we're
Today's product is
today's
off.
product is off. If you need any bug, yep, off. Just like the bugs. Gone.
to clarify, it's Deep Woods, not Backwoods. Some people can get that confused. It's Deep Woods. That's the brand name right there. So off Deep Woods version.
If you get the
Did you
deep,
call it Backwoods?
People confuse that for Backwoods, and that's a different thing. That's a very different thing.
where's there a B or an A or a C or a K?
My cousin with my kids. Got there.
Where'd you get a K from? Okay.
How do you spell back?
Oh, yeah. shit. Would you be mad?
AC.
Would you be mad if your significant other
Yes.
took your dream job if it was offered to him?
Fuck no.
No.
Fuck no.
Hell no. Make that bag,
I
baby.
will be a stay-at-home daddy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was like, hey,
Kill fam.
make that bag, baby.
But they don't want that job. Like, that's not their dream job. It's your dream job, and they
Oh,
They're gonna
they just
complain,
got offered
and
to
they
it.
can fuck off.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
was
complain
like,
and be like, all right,
well,
now go
first
fuck
off-
yourself.
Well, they're not gonna complain like they take it, but they're like,
Okay.
oh, like this
I was
was
like,
yours. Blah
Baby,
blah blah. Like
this
I
is-
feel like
this is ours now.
Yeah.
This is yours mostly. I'll help you.
that's what I thought too. I saw a show where like that happened, and like the dude was like mad, and I was like, "You're
Hell no,
stupid."
I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna
She
be
could
like,
just put you on in like a year.
exactly. Yeah, she can get high in the ranks, and then you're like, boom. Now you guys are the power couple of ESPN.
Easy. All right, that was my question.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, is that my minion? Bring him. You know what's crazy? Your kids aren't like racist.
That's good.
Yeah, they're like, you know, like some kids like fear black people.
Yeah.
Your kids really don't fear anyone.
I think that's just one baby.
Well, yeah,
I
but
think it's like half of my family they would have to fear then, which would suck. Or a third of my family, I guess.
The third of your family's black.
Yes.
I love that.
My actual mother's side is all African American.
oh,
You don't have to
My
say
grandmother,
yeah,
my
you could say black.
aunts, all
You could
that.
say black.
African. I understand. It's the polite.
Huh?
It's black.
Yeah, you said.
It's the polite way. He got
Nah, I'd rather someone say I'm like Negro American.
no.
No, that
No.
See,
But
that
that's
can
I'll be
get
true.
kinda
hit.
irate. It is
I
true,
wouldn't.
but
That's
I'd be
true.
kinda like-
See, but if I said that, like just in front of like, a random crowd of people, I would.
That's
I'm probably
because
getting
people
punched
aren't
in the back of the head.
educated.
I'm probably getting punched.
We
in the back
only
of the
know
head.
one person who's actually African American. Brooke.
Yeah.
I'm not
100%.
He's
African.
African. He's African.
Well, he's technically
Canadian,
yeah,
actually.
he's
He's
weird.
He's just all over the place. He's not
But
real.
technically,
be
he's
real.
the closest thing to African American we know. If anyone's black, they're technically Negro American.
Ain't that right?
That's
It's
like
just-
in other countries, they call black Americans the N word.
I never even thought about like racial like discriminating against anybody. Like it never even occurred to me as a concept until my dad was like, "Oh, you have all these different friends. That's cool." Like da da da. And I was like,
Well,
why would I have filtered my friends in the first place? Like,
Because, like-
it never even occurred to me that you could pick people as your friends
based
on race, or just in general be racist towards people. That idea never really like came to fruition in my head. Like
For you
it
to
was
be
always
racist
like
to
a demon would do that. You know, a Hitler does that. You know, like
Yeah.
not like a regular person. So it's like it's just weird to me. Like. Yeah, like it just
Yeah.
racism
Well, I mean-
doesn't even seem real in my mind until like it's brought to light.
It also counts as like when you're a kid that you don't concentrate on what someone looks like.
Yeah.
Like you're more like, oh, is he cool? Okay, he's cool. I want to be friends with him. And the fuck are you doing? And like that's the difference. And like depending on the way you were raised, like I'm pretty sure your dad wasn't racist to anyone, so it was just like whatever. Like you just saw people as people.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where you get like the kids who are racist. And I'm not gonna stereotype them, but
I think only like someone's only been racist to me like twice in my lifetime.
To where it was like, wow. Racist?
Yeah, like
Or,
no, like to
I would
where
say,
like
'cause
I'm just
Like
like,
malicious
like
racist?
racism, like people can be racist pretty much daily, but not be.
I'm racist every day.
You know, like
I'm racist every day.
everyone's a little bit racist.
I don't believe anyone who says they're
There's
not
only
racist.
like one
Yeah.
time, like 2 times, I went like overboard, and I was at school.
I've
Like-
never gone overboard. I wouldn't think, but like,
Like I slugged one person. Happens.
oh, okay,
Like to that
overboard
extent.
in that.
Yeah, to
way.
that
Yeah,
extent,
okay.
like yeah. But he deserved that.
So
one.
what happened? It was just
So
drop the N bomb.
It was like we're all drunk. It was at my party, literally brother on brother crime in my fraternity. So, like and the thing is like we're all living together. So like I'm at the party. It wasn't even directed to me. It was directed to my friend who was black. It was like one of like 5. It was one of 5 black people in my frat at the time, and so like I am lit, and then I just hear my friend and my other friend get into it, and he's like, get away from me, something like that. You like the hard R,
Wow.
like hard R, and I was like, oh hell no. I was like, what the hell? So like, and this guy, like he could defend himself, but then again, I just came in guns blazing, and I was just like, right across the trend, bro. I was like, bro, don't you ever say that, like, just all up in his face. So I had to get, I got separated. Like they took me out of the party, of my own house. I was like, what the hell? I was like, bro, just dropped the hard R.
Yeah.
I was like, of course I'm gonna slug this man.
Did they witness that and then they were like,
Yeah, after, but
Oh,
like,
okay, I was about to say,
I
know they didn't see it. I'm like, hey, man, how could you hit him?
They were trying to suspend me for like a little bit, like in my frat, and I was like, bro, fuck that. Like,
Yeah.
that's the guy.
Am I supposed to sit here as he just spurts these obscenities? Like,
and then, what was it? The second time, technically that was the second time. The first time, it was a heated debate. It was between Kike and the hard R nigger. It was just like he was trying to say that they were more oppressed, and they went through
well, who's they?
the Jewish, basically.
Yeah, the Jews are probably the most oppressed people in the world
They were
through history.
damn near eliminated.
They
Multiple
were
times.
damn near eliminated.
Multiple times.
They
in
were,
history.
yes. But have they been more oppressed than black people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Throughout human history, yes.
Throughout human history,
Throughout the past 200 years,
we had a longer term throughout those
No.
200
But I
years.
think Jewish
No.
people can hide behind their comfort.
They can, unless they.
Because you can be talking to somebody and not know.
You have no idea that they're Jewish, unless they're wearing the Star of David or like something like that, or
Well, they have like a fro.
I guess. But yeah, black people,
Till
you're
they
stuck
na- till they
right
say
from
they
the
name.
jump. You're stuck right from the
You
jump.
could be a Jew.
like, see, but like when you look at certain things, like, because I'm a firm believer that black people do take it to a certain extent.
Oh,
Like,
obviously
'cause
everyone brings it
everybody's
out to a
been
certain
oppressed.
extent. Yeah,
Like Asian people have been oppressing each other for a while.
Asians, they hate
Years.
They
each other.
hate those
they hate
different.
their own race.
I don't know why, but
They
hate
Japanese
each other.
hate
Probably 'cause they all
Chinese,
look
Chinese
alike.
hate Koreans.
Not
Like,
why.
it's
I'm just
crazy to me.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
They all hate
But
each
like
other.
in America, the most oppressed race that's ever been is Native American.
Yeah, obviously.
Like right
In
off
America.
the bat.
Well,
In America.
In America, yes.
In America.
I mean, we had our time. We're not going to get to that, but we had our time.
Well, more Native
I
Americans
think-
were killed in this country than freaking.
Well, yeah.
Black
That's how we're
Americans.
here today.
I think
Thank you, Christopher.
That's why I'm still walking.
I
'Cause
think
my
black
North
people need
Carolina-
to realize they're not the most oppressed race ever.
Ever?
Ever?
Ever.
No.
Ever.
They're
Yeah.
not.
Ever? They're not the most
They're
oppressed
not the
race?
most oppressed race.
Currently?
Currently, they're the most oppressed.
Maybe. Yeah.
Ever? No.
Ever? No. Currently?
That's the difference.
Probably.
They're
African
Black
Americans.
people, yeah.
African
Black people
Americans
aren't the most oppressed people
historically
ever.
Aren't the most oppressed people?
Not
but
ever.
currently in this kind of climate,
So you're saying the Native Americans were the.
I wouldn't even say the Native.
No,
I'm just saying
no.
they're.
Okay, I was like,
I'm
the
saying
Native
they're-
Americans
Jewish,
were literally
probably.
just the.
I'm
Most
saying
They
oppressed?
literally had two different, like, horrible costs. That was it.
that nearly eliminated,
nearly eliminated
them
their
as
entire
a whole.
race.
Didn't,
You
there's,
know how they live now?
yeah,
They
I was
all like
scared.
yeah, I'm hyped because there was a comedian that made the joke or whatever, and they're like, yeah, like, you know, you got those racist people who are out there in America, and they're talking about, oh, the Jews run Hollywood, you know, da-da-da, look it up. All the movie companies are owned by Jews. And it's like, great. They won. That's capitalism, baby. Like, you know, they started film companies. Film companies ended up doing well. And
Thing is, the difference
Woo, let's
between the
go
Jews, even like
win.
the Asians, like they don't let oppression and all that hold them back.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, he's safe.
I mean,
I think you can't say that your race is too oppressed when you got a brother in office. A brother made it to the
Yeah, you had
office.
Yeah, 1 out
That's
of 45.
1 out of 45 in the history
That's a
of
start. That is a start, though.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's been a Jewish person in the office before a black person.
no.
I guarantee
No,
one of those
it would've been
45 presidents were
said.
Jewish.
Let's look it
I don't
up. We
think
can
so.
look it up.
I don't think so.
I guarantee one of them was G-safe. I guarantee one of them was Jewish.
I'm saying the reason Jews are no longer considered oppressed is because they didn't let it hold them back.
Yeah, I mean,
They did what they need because they came together as one.
every race dominates something. Every race dominates something.
We dominate sports.
Yeah, we dominate sports. We'll take sports. We'll take sports and damn near entertainment. Damn near.
We have sports and comedy.
See, the thing that I know this sounds racist just to start off with, but the thing that I dislike about the African American race right now is you guys as a whole got behind this collective movement to elect a man solely based off of just his skin color and identifying with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are you guys not
Yeah.
continually doing that every single time?
Oh my God,
Why did we mobilize
everywhere.
Carson's
once?
a dickhead, first off.
Why did that mobilization happen
Because
once?
this guy was actually someone that we can believe in and look up to. He was the only one that
Is that only because his thing was hope?
No, he was the only one that Jesus.
You know, he didn't start off great.
He didn't start.
No,
off
he
great.
started off horrible.
He started
but
off horrible, and he took off.
Yeah, no, it's because
Black people started voting.
No,
Yeah, the
because
black
we didn't
vote.
think we had a chance at first, honestly, because we're like, okay, in any case of scenario that a black person tries to run for office, there's always going to be some type of baggage that happened back in the day that's going to make him drop out.
He was a pothead.
Okay, that was the only thing, but that was nothing.
That was about it.
Literally, that was it. And then at that time, everyone was like, like they could be way worse. Like he didn't have no baby mamas out there. He didn't have no records out there. He had nothing. Bro was basically he was a model citizen that we can all look up to and everyone can just gather around to. And he's from Hawaii. Who doesn't love Hawaii?
Like, to me, I just find it ridiculous how Black African American apathy at the polls before he was elected
Yeah, we
was
didn't really vote like
absolutely historically terrible.
And see,
that. We never really
And
voted
then-
like that.
but
They had
who's
an African American elect.
voting goes up. But the people who cry about change the most are the people who are not voting at all. That's what's never made sense to me.
That's how
Voters
it
be
is.
crying about change, crying about this, crying about that, but then you're not in there voting
During
on
Senate
the bill and all this
positions,
stuff,
the
on everything
bills.
to actually get something to change. Because I'm sorry, your vote for president doesn't mean shit.
It doesn't. It's just all about
So
the
how
See,
about
but
you
it
vote
does
on the
in
governor?
No.
To sen-
yeah,
If
'cause-
you look at the total vote, Hillary would have won, and Hillary did win the total vote.
Well,
he just won
see,
the electoral.
yeah,
that's the thing is
So that proves that the
that
electoral
was
vote.
Hillary's fault because she doesn't go to you didn't campaign in the right places. It's all about getting the most electoral college votes.
Yeah.
So
Ex-
you
so
have
that
to campaign
basically-
in the right
so
places.
that doesn't
She
mean
campaigned and pandered to a wide audience, but that's just a wide audience of voters who showed
I want
up.
this one.
But that
That's not the
means-
actual
that
wide
means that
audience
the
of
people
America.
wanted somebody, and they didn't get it just because she didn't go to the electoral colleges, which shouldn't really matter that much.
No, like basically. So the electoral colleges can be swayed by the popular vote. That's the whole point.
The electoral college does take into consideration the popular vote,
This is your
but
face.
at the end of the day, our vote is a mere 20% of what they're really looking at.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
clearly with this last election, they were like, oh, they want Hillary, we want Trump.
We're a republic. We're not a democracy.
Hell no.
That's something that people seem to look
Forget.
past.
We're
'Cause
always going to be a Republican. Everything.
we're democratic, but we're a republic.
Everyone wants the rich. If you're gonna get rich, we want the rich to get richer. I guarantee you, if you were rich, or you were rich, or if I were rich, we'll all be Republican, because you want to get
Well,
richer.
no. Like, see, republic means that we elect representatives for ourselves.
I would be Republican
So-
if I was rich as hell, but then I'll still support.
Electing those
I
representatives
think I'm
to make
like
those
low
choices.
key Republican.
I'm in
Now
the
that I
middle.
think about
I'm
it,
more in the
Probably.
middle. Like I like both sides. Like they have their good
I'm,
points. they
I'm
have
middle,
their
but
good
I think
points.
I'm more. What's Republican, left or right?
Republican is right,
Yeah, I'm more. I like to say I'm middle, but I think I lean more to the right
because you're a blood.
because I don't like
Like-
handouts.
For me, I think the whole like identifying yourself as a political party is fucking dumb.
Yeah, I think that's
'Cause
stupid.
No political party will have all of your interests at hand.
No,
Being able to vote on a particular things
There you go, buddy.
basis by basis, that to me seems like the only way that it should be going down. But
because I mean, I agree. There's no political party that where you're like, yes, I'm 100% Republican because I believe in everything they say. It's like,
No,
no, not really. Like,
because there's some shit like that doesn't make sense for each political party.
yeah,
you
I'm like,
know?
why would you do that?
like
And so,
like for Democrats, for me, it's universal health care. Like, to me, that just doesn't make sense. We don't have the viability to do that in America.
Yeah, we're
And then
not
gonna pay-
Canada.
everyone's
We're
gonna be
not
paying
those
too
small
much in
countries that
taxes
can do
just
that.
because of
Yeah.
And then for Republicans, it's like anti-abortion. Like, why the fuck can you not get an abortion? Like, that to me
Yeah.
seems unrealistic. Like, what?
That was dumb.
Why does that affect your life? Like, why does that affect your
Yeah,
life?
like,
You're
There's
like,
what-
more people in this
You want a
world.
ball? Okay.
That's right there.
And so yeah, so like the whole party thing, I'm like, look, I don't think. I mean, yes, sure, there's people out there who are heavy left, heavy right only, but like the more like I look into it, I'm like, I go with both. When it comes to taxes and the rich get richer, I honestly lean more left or right, whatever Republican side is, because I'm like,
Yeah.
why
Right.
do the people at the bottom who haven't worked their ass off,
Yeah.
why do they deserve to get some of
Exactly.
the
I
money I've
understand.
made?
I feel that.
I
part.
never understood the whole tax the rich out of crazy, because it's like,
Yeah.
then what's the point of me working hard to get there?
might as well-
Like,
you might
because
as well
that's
just be a
like
middle class
what?
citizen.
I want to say Russia back in the day, like the
When they
trash men.
redistributed the
Yeah,
wealth?
the trash men made as much as doctors, and
Yeah.
I was like, well, then what's the point of me
Why-
trying to be?
why do
great
I spend 10 years in med school to learn all this shit
when
if
I'm gonna make
gonna
them
make the
just as
same
much as a
amount?
trash
Garbage
guy?
man,
Yeah,
yeah.
like what's the
Like,
point?
that doesn't make sense.
Because I get a title? No.
And then with Russia, they redistributed the wealth. So there's like 4 guys who have 90% of the country's fucking money. But that redistribution of wealth was supposed to help them so everybody's on the same level,
Yeah.
except for these select 4 guys.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you try to do something like that.
So that's why I lean more, I guess, right when it comes to that. Because I'm like, if you're gonna work for it, you deserve every penny of it. What you do, like if you foundation, whatever you do with it, that's your money, that's your choice. But I don't think.
I consider myself a part of the Whig party.
The fuck is that?
The Whig. Look it up. It's not around anymore, but
It was like way back in the day, like
yeah,
the 17.
like
Yeah.
way back in the Whig party.
Yeah.
Like, I do like that we are a 3-party system by technicality, because we have all these different,
There are a shit ton of parties now.
yeah, third
Everyone's
parties.
a party. The Green Party.
Do they have a trans party yet?
I don't
Probably.
think. I don't think
No.
so.
I would almost think that. I mean,
I was gonna
the,
say,
Democratic.
Do they have the
Democrats are probably-
LGBTQ? That's all of them, right? Yeah.
L-
Surprised they don't have their own.
LGBTQ,
Yeah.
I kept wanting to
know.
say R, but that's the alphabet.
Like, I respect your fucking decisions and whatnot.
Do
but,
whatever you
like,
want.
And
Just
sometimes why?
yeah, do
Yeah.
whatever you want. I just don't care.
I
Like
do.
not in like a rude way, but don't ask for my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't care. You do whatever you want.
It doesn't.
Live,
I think people
dress like a
who-
girl, and have like a damn tree trunk between your legs. That's fine. I just don't ask me to vote on anything because I don't care.
I think people who fucking, like, oppress them don't make sense to me, because it's like, why does their lifestyle bother you, bro?
Yeah.
But I do respect some of the people who go against, like, allowing children at a young age.
Yeah,
to,
I don't like the whole kid
make
thing.
a sex change. or
Yeah, I
whatever.
don't like the whole kid thing where they
That
ask
to
kids.
me is
That's
like,
weird.
What
he's not
pronoun do
grown-
you want?
He or she is not grown enough to make
know
that
that.
decision yet. Like,
You,
they have.
you
let
are
them
born
get to an
a
age.
man or a woman.
Why
Male,
do you
no,
have to
male or
change
female.
that?
Technically, you have to say
Whatever.
it's not
Male or
male or
female. Male or
female.
female,
But the
whatever.
thing is, I don't like how they're giving kids options like, oh, select your pronoun or whatever for the, like.
That's- doesn't
Dude,
make
how about
sense.
you teach the kids how to?
Teach them the basics first.
math.
Yeah, teach them how to do math. How about you
them how to
teach
do
them stuff that's actually
English.
relative to when they
to-
grow up?
How to
Yeah.
balance a checkbook first off.
Why
Okay,
confuse
no
them
one
from the
writes
start?
checks anymore except
Everyone
a
writes
select
checks.
few.
Which is
I
crazy
just-
to me is, why the fuck is, like, high school just not entirely, all right, here's life skills.
Life
Like,
lessons,
life skills
honestly.
needs to be a fucking class.
They took that class out. Why? Because I have no idea. They probably want us to
know
just
the
die in life.
Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
In life.
How,
I mean-
and when teachers will be like, oh, you'll use this in the
No,
fuck
you're
no.
not.
I haven't used Pythagorean theorem fucking not once. I haven't used half of what I've learned in geometry. I haven't learned fucking, like, biology, I guess, but it's more or less just having those random facts in your head and shit. Like, none of it is like me actively using it.
No.
Unless I went into that workforce.
It's like cursive writing. Everyone told you that you're going to use
You're gonna use
cursive
it-
all
you don't
your
use that
life.
shit for shit.
And you just
I
use it
never
for your
use cursive.
signature.
Yeah, I never
Signature.
use cursive.
That's it. Literally, that's all you use it for.
And
is your
signature, half the time when I do it, it's
It's
just
just
bullshit.
scribble.
It's
Yeah.
just, all right, there's
done.
your receipt.
Thing is, my Spanish teacher writes in cursive, and it's the most annoying thing ever. Because after you,
Spanish cursive, like a,
Oh
like
my
a,
god! I
like
was,
she, like
She writes on the board in cursive, and I'm like, yo,
I
like,
have to leave.
I don't think she
go.
understands the concept of we learned how to write cursive, and after we learned how to write it, that was it.
That was it.
We didn't learn how to read it. Like, I know what the letters are, but sometimes I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
They were like, you're going to use this
I
all the
struggled.
time. And as soon as I got in junior
I
high,
struggled with it for so long.
Oh, I learned cursive in 2nd grade. After 2nd grade, I never wrote cursive again.
I was in 3rd. I used it a little bit for 4th. And then after that, no. My 5th grade teacher, she's like, oh, we're not using that.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense.
And at that time, I didn't even know how to write in like regular print, which is crazy.
So you learned cursive before you learned regular?
Well, I learned regular, but then I would always, like, at the time from like 3rd to 4th, I would always write in cursive. Literally, always write in cursive.
Just to get the practice down and whatnot?
Yeah, and then my teacher wanted everything in fucking cursive.
Like, I've always had, like, I'm sure you guys too, because mostly guys have bad handwriting. But I've always had horrible handwriting. Horrible handwriting.
Mine got better.
Yeah. Well, if I was writing more, yeah, I got better.
My cursive handwriting is legitimately, like, can't
awful.
even read it.
It was beautiful. The fudge cakes. Get off the screen.
Confirm my screen lock. Fucking play the game, stupid. Why? See, this is why technology pisses me off. Because it's like, we're watching the game, and it's like, hey, your screen's been chilling for a while. It's like,
Yeah, it's because I'm watching it.
I'm watching the game. Like, you mean my screen's been chilling?
No, cursive. I feel like teachers who made you write in cursive just didn't feel like reading your work, so they just wanted to see if you wrote in cursive. Because I'm left-handed, so my cursive was disgusting. Everything just smeared.
I was ambidextrous for a little while in, like, primary school, and then I was just like, once I got out like 5th grade, I was like, I can't do this. I can't continually learn 2 things every single time. So I'm just going to go with my right hand. I just went with my right hand. That's why I play basketball with my left hand, but right with my right hand, because I started playing basketball like 4th grade.
So you're left-handed, technically.
Well, no, because I'm
He's right-handed.
I'm both. I used to use both. I used to write with both hands. So I would,
What are
like,
you more
as a
dominant
kid,
with?
like, I would be in school and I'd be like writing with my right hand, and then, like, if it got tired, I would just switch and start writing with my left hand, and I would do it for a while.
I wish I would have done that.
And then, like, halfway through, I was like, shit, man, I'm learning how to write in cursive. I'm learning how to write standard. I'm learning how to do math, and I'm doing it twice because I had to learn each of the way to draw a 4, a J, and whatnot with both hands.
Yeah.
Why, that's too much work. So I just picked my right hand. Just out of, fuck it, I'll pick my right hand. But I had started playing basketball beforehand, and I just liked my left more. So I went with my left in basketball and never really changed it.
That's good.
Since we are on the topic of basketball,
Awful.
might as well get the preseasons in. Preseason started earlier this week.
I don't give a shit about preseason.
James Harden's practicing a new one-legged floating three-point shot in the corner.
I don't wish injury on anyone, but I hope something happens where he stops.
Yes.
Stops that? Or?
Yes.
I know, like, it's a sack of shit thing to wish, but it's like, I'm so goddamn tired of him stretching the rules. Because it's like, those were kind of made to, like, help ease in certain things to make sense of stuff. But now he's abusing.
I mean, that's a shot. That's like a fadeaway. That's like Kobe's fadeaway.
It's just a fadeaway and you stick your leg to the side.
I hate the idea of a gather step. A gather step to me just seems ridiculous.
Hell no.
I never understood it. I never.
1-2.
No, it's a 1-2-3. Because it's the stop.
Okay.
Hands on the ball, 1 to gather, and then 1-2. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're allowed to create so much more separation with that. Like, to me, that seems ridiculous. Because you're practically able... They may as well change the rule to, once you pick up your dribble, you're allowed to jump, and then you get your 1-2. Because that's practically what it is. When they do their gather, they plant their foot hard in the ground and push off into whatever direction they feel like at the time and gain that distance. So obviously guys like James Harden that has an insane amount of power in that left leg can push off with their gather step and get a foot or two of fucking separation gap just to take a free shot. Like, how do you guard that? To me, I don't think you can. Yeah. I mean, technically, yes, anything can be guarded. It's just you'll get a foul.
Yeah, stick your foot out. Sick of that shit. I'm not a fan of James Harden at all.
I can tell. Why? Because he's...
Because I like Russ.
No, I've never been a huge fan of Harden.
I like James Harden. I
I mean,
granted, do I like
to be
him
honest,
shooting?
he's the modern day.
I just don't like him shooting.
He's the modern day Kobe post Shaq. That's what he is.
just scorer.
Yeah, that's all he does.
I just don't like him.
But Kobe played way better defense than that nigga.
Well, obviously.
But that's all he does. He doesn't do anything.
He just gets to the free throw line a crap
I
ton, but that's not his fault.
I'm not gonna say it's his fault, but I feel like the refs need to quit blowing the whistle over dumb shit. Someone touches his beard, that's a foul. He also needs to stop flopping. I'm over the flop.
You got to protect your superstars in the league, I guess.
Clearly, but I mean, Giannis ain't getting fouls.
But Giannis is driving to the rack.
It doesn't matter. He should be getting more fouls. LeBron ain't getting fouls, and he's driving.
LeBron been getting fouled since day one.
And he does not see nearly as many free throws as James Harden.
No.
So
Is that
I mean,
team?
just me personally, I like what James Harden does. I like how he scores the ball. I'm just not a fan of his craft of going to the free throw line 35
I don't like
times
the
a game.
push-offs. I don't like the gather steps. I don't like none of his games.
His step back is a low ball of travel. To me.
It is a travel.
It is travel.
Because he steps back, but he's like, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a little, stutter.
Like,
And you know what's crazy? Steph did the same shit.
And they
got called for a travel. And I was like,
yep.
And it was like, oh,
That's
he's
not
like,
a little-
he's like, if that was number 13 on the back, it would have been fine.
exactly. And he even called it out too. So that's why I'm not the biggest
Which is
Harden
weird
fan.
to me because, what does that mean? Does that mean that the NBA is backing James Harden for some reason and they're allowing him to get away with things? Or is this just circumstance that all these refs happen to be just like,
Different.
I don't see it. And then they see it for Steph Curry's and they see it for Damian Lillard's or they see it for ...
Yeah.
name a player.
I don't know. Like when Steph did it and they didn't call, if they would have did to Steph and not call the travel, like, okay, the NBA is behind this
The
step.
step back.
They're behind
They're
this.
behind the
They're
step back.
gonna let this happen. But the fact that they called the travel on Steph, and I was like,
So-
like I think the game was on ESPN. Whoever had it, they literally did a side by side of Steph's moves and James Harden's move, and it was the same
identical.
fucking move. And I was like, so are you just gonna at least come out and say, oh, this is Harden's move? Only Harden can do it. Like, okay, so now we know.
Sexist.
But at least we know. But that's that. Speaking of basketball,
Damian Lillard.
BJ wanted us to talk about Markelle Fultz. Everyone's talking about Lonzo Ball and this wide open mid range jump shot. Markelle Fultz fixed his jump shot, apparently.
Not really. It's kind of the same low ball. I mean, it's
He's
just less
pushing.
hitch. It's less hitch.
Fixed. There's less of a hitch, it's fixed.
I honestly hope Markelle does well in Orlando. I hope he does.
I think he'll have a better season. What?
Your hands off the mic. Yeah, because I can hear it every time you touch the
Oh,
mic
I
because
was
it
like,
doesn't have a
what?
shock mount. So
Yes.
like
Oh, okay.
any like
Get with it.
No, I think, low-key, I think Fultz will have a good season.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
it
definitely.
gives Orlando finally that point guard, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
It gives them a good
gives them
facilitator.
a good point guard they
because
needed.
the last couple point guards they had couldn't really like do much on the
DJ
off.
Augustine.
I mean,
He wasn't really
Besides
a point guard,
Augustine.
yeah.
besides
But,
Augustine,
no.
Augustine,
I don't remember where you guys ranked the Magic, but if you had to rank them just right now off the top of
Out
your
of
head,
what, 30?
out of 30,
Yeah.
they are.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah, they're definitely. I want to say
16.
like I say 14.
postseason hopes.
Second round. That's their
second
best.
round's second round's
Second
tops.
round's their best.
I was like last
I mean,
year.
the East is wide open.
Well, okay. I think they're gonna be like 5th or 6th in the East this year. I think they're gonna be 5th or 6th in the East.
I mean,
they were what? 7th?
I mean, they've got a
They
squad.
were 7th. Yeah.
they do have a squad. They
got
kept
Mo,
Vucevic.
DJ, Al Farouk,
They're
Michael Carter
very
Williams,
strong defensively.
They are very strong defensively.
Aaron Gordon, Marco Fultz,
They still have they still have Augustine, right?
Who do they draft?
DJ. Yeah.
Who did they draft this year?
Yeah.
Their whole roster is Nicola, Terrence Ross, Chuma Okike, Josh Maggette,
Chuma.
Vic
Okay,
Law,
That's who
The
they
dude
got.
from Auburn.
BJ Johnson, Daquan
BJ
Jeffries,
Johnson too. Had a-
Emil Jefferson, Wes Iwindu, Jonathan Isaac Humphries,
Jonathan Isaac's gonna have a good ass season this year.
Hassani Gravat, Aaron Gordon, Marco Fultz, Melvin Frazier Jr., Evan Fournier, Michael Carter Williams,
That's right.
Keem
they still-
Birch,
MCW.
Mo Bamba, DJ
Bro.
Augustin, and Al Farouk Aminu.
They have a nice
full
little
roster.
squad, honestly.
They have a
not
good
bad.
Eastern
That's
Conference
nice little
depth.
squad.
squad.
That's depth.
Yeah, I'd say 5 or 6 in the East.
No, I
Because
mean,
they're not beating out Milwaukee. They're not beating out Philly. They're not beating out who else?
Like, what would you
That's
say
it.
would put them over the edge?
Indiana.
If you were the GM right now for Magic,
They need a
What
need a
move would
small
you make?
forward.
they need a perimeter scorer.
They need either a small forward or a shooting guard because Terrence Ross is not going to get you there like that. He's a good spark off the bench. Who's their starting small forward? Jonathan Isaac, I guess. That's not
Or no,
bad.
Al Farouk.
Yeah, I mean, that's more okay.
That's
I'd say shooting guard
defensive.
then. If Evan Fournier can like bounce back from last season, then I think they'll be okay.
They need someone who can go get a bucket. Now, I believe Markel Fultz is that player because at Washington he was a bucket.
He was a bucket.
So again, that was him shooting left-handed, which was weird. But
He is.
the left-handed shot looked way better than the right-handed shot.
I guess we
So
only have to wait till Saturday to see it.
yeah, but
Preseason.
I honestly think if Markel Fultz if he can hit a shot, he's the player they need to go get a bucket when they need a bucket.
Because this is pretty much right now is just Markel, Aaron Gordon, and Vucevic.
Yep.
And I can't even give it to Markel fully because he hasn't shown anything.
For real.
Do you guys see
So-
that video of JJ and Lonzo?
Yeah, the little shootout.
Yeah.
His
Do you guys
shot
think-
looks a lot straighter, and you have to admit.
Publicity.
Admittedly, his form looked a lot
His
better.
form looks beautiful. A lot.
looks better.
beautiful.
Miles
It
better
looks
because
better.
of how bad it was before.
It
but
looks
yeah.
How
better.
it first started,
There's no hitch.
all
Yeah.
the way over here. Well, yeah, at
Like-
least
He's not swinging it anymore.
Did you guys I don't know what your stance was when he was coming into the league, but did you guys back him when he was saying like oh like I'm not gonna change my shot because I still make it?
no. I've been saying this since he was in high school. I was like, he needs to change his shot. I was like, when you get to like the next level, I was like, it's so much harder to go from all the way across your shoulder to shooting it. Obviously, college, he did pretty well with shooting it. When you get to the pros, bro, everyone, because you don't even have to play his left side. You can play his right side because he has to come over to you anyway. It's hard. And then you're just shooting it just straight laser. Nah, let's get some mark on that ball, baby.
He's open it.
I was never sold at all. Ever. Nope.
Really?
Shot need to change. I think a lot of it should need to change.
A lot.
Well, like-
it's just his shot. Literally, it's just his shot.
And his,
Sure.
But the thing is, he came to the league and got scared.
Thank you so much.
It's just his shot that needs to change.
But he
Like-
came to the league and got scared. He didn't attack the basket.
Okay.
He did,
But
in
that
college.
that comes with the territory.
In college, he looked great. I
comes-
had good hopes. I was like, wow, he attacks the basket. He attacks in dishes. He could shoot, even though I
He
wasn't
was
sold on the shot.
Fearless in college.
That's
He
what I'm
was.
saying. And he came to the league scared.
Scared.
It's a whole different story when you
That
get the
blew
big
my
leagues.
mind, dude.
It did.
Shit. Donovan Mitchell didn't come scared. De'Aaron
Donovan
Fox
Mitchell
didn't
was
come
a
scared.
4-year player.
Jason
But
Tatum.
see, that's the
okay,
difference. So
De'Aaron
then
Fox.
stay for 4
De'Aaron
years.
Fox came in. He was not scared. Did not play 1 ounce of scared.
God, why every time you have to bring up
Because
De'Aaron
those are the
Fox,
top
like he's
2
okay.
point guards out of that draft class.
That's comparable. You have to.
And
For his
they-
whole life, he will be compared to them.
He will always be compared to De'Aaron Fox. They will always talk about their 2 college battles. They always talk about their summer league that battle never came. But De'Aaron Fox didn't come in scared. Lonzo Ball came in scared. He couldn't put the ball in the basket. It was
fine.
almost like he didn't want to score, but that's going to hold him back.
He's a Rondo.
He doesn't want
No.
to be a Rondo. I don't want him to be a fucking
He's-
Rondo. I want him to be a Jason Kidd.
We all want Jason Kidd wasn't a scorer like that in the
But
beginning.
in the beginning, but then he even said after he was like, passing did not become easier until I started scoring.
It's true.
So put the ball in the fucking basket.
Okay.
So for the top 10, if you're the Lakers at 2,
4.
I'm still
and
picking Zoe.
Marco Fultz is still gone.
No.
Are you
I'm
going?
taking- no,
are
I'm
you
taking
going
De'Aaron
for
Fox.
Jason Tatum, Josh Jackson, De'Aaron Fox,
Josh Jackson's
Jonathan
fine.
Isaac, Lauren
Well,
Markkanen,
they redrafted.
Frank?
The Bleacher Report did a redraft. They had De'Aaron Fox going too.
Well, I was just doing the top 10 out of that draft, or top 10 like what's it called? The first 10 picks.
First 10 picks.
Yeah. So we're going with the same mindset of the same day, you know?
Yeah,
De'Aaron
I'm still
Fox.
picking Zoe.
I'm taking
either.
Fox.
I'm taking either Zoe, Fox, or Laurie Markkinen.
I think that Fox went at the same
Laurie is a.
kind of.
I don't want
I
to
would
say
have went with
stretch,
Dennis
but
Smith
I
Jr.
would-
probably.
Yeah.
Stretch 4. Huh?
Personally, I probably would have went with Dennis Smith Jr.
No.
On that day, though, you think that
on
day.
that day,
On that
just
day.
by
On that
looking at it,
day.
because I remember him coming out of NC, and it was like he looked nice, like just
Yeah,
right from the start.
He did look.
Oh, yeah, I'm picking either Zoe or Fox, honestly.
I'm taking Fox. I honestly think the Lakers should have made that trade and let the Kings move up to 2 to take Zoe, and they drop to 5, and they get 5 and 10.
I mean, my man's was yeah. I would have picked Dennis Smith. He was averaging like 19 and then coming out with like 8 assists a game.
And
Yeah,
and
in
was
college.
averaging what?
14,
14
7,
and-
7.
No,
Yeah, it's
in
14,
college?
14, 7,
No.
7.
No. In
No,
college?
for his college,
Yes.
his college points was averaging 18.1. Assist was like 6.2.
Who, Dennis Smith or
Yeah.
Lonzo?
Dennis. Oh, you talking about Lonzo?
Yeah, I said.
Oh,
Lonzo's
sorry about
college
that, I'm
stats?
sorry.
I
No,
want to
you're
say he
good.
was 14, 7, and 7.
Lonzo coming out of college, 14 and 7.
14, 7,
Yeah.
7.
So I probably and his free throw percentage is lower, his 3-point percentage is lower, and his field goal is lower. I would definitely probably went with Dennis Smith, but I never like for me because I'm not super huge in college. Dennis Smith was probably like one of the few names that I even knew coming out of college, and I had fucking zero. I've never watched De'Aaron Fox play a game
He was good.
ever.
He was good in
He was
Kentucky.
he was a blur. He was fat. That's why I was
That's
like,
all he was because he couldn't shoot worth crap. All he could do was just drive.
His
he
3-point
drive.
percentage
He had like
is
he
low.
couldn't shoot 3. He had like a
He had an
well,
okay
he had like
mid.
one step mid range.
He had
That
an
was
okay
cool.
mid. That's why he's not fearless because that's your only thing to do was go to
Coming
the
out of
basket.
college, he's averaging 16.7, 4.6 assists,
Mhm.
4 and then a measly 3-point percentage of 2.46.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Damn.
That's why I'm taking Zoe because he's a better playmaker. First off, scoring is scoring. I get it. You need to score to win.
Yeah.
But from an overall aspect, I want someone that's going to get everyone in the game as opposed to trying to be an AI.
See,
on the
but we
court.
didn't have the people to do so though.
Who?
When Zoe was getting
Yeah, when
drafted,
Zoe
we
was here,
didn't
we
have
really had the people to do it. Unless
utilities to do
last
so.
year, and last year we were winning until we got hurt.
We had the
Yeah,
utilities.
last year we
they
get
just
to them
weren't
hurt.
at
Yeah.
what we needed them
and,
to
and
be
no one
at.
could say anything because when we were at full force, we were in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Zoe was doing good. Everyone was doing good.
That was what before the All-Star break.
Literally, yeah. And then Zoe fucked up his ankles. LeBron hurt his groin. That's how it happened. De'Aaron Fox has always been the same. He's just got better scoring. He's not really
a better
passing like
shooter.
that. Okay, that's it.
His passing's
He's not making his team
improved.
better because he's still losing.
I mean, they finished by
But-
the Lakers last year.
That's fine.
Yeah.
With injuries, and they barely beat us by like 2 games. That's fine.
And
But he had the
De'Aaron Fox is
longevity,
not.
though.
Yeah, he hasn't been getting hurt.
Yeah,
is
he does have
still the
availability.
best
Because I
ability.
mean,
is still
if
the
you're gonna
best
be,
ability.
I'd rather you be on the court
And lose.
than not be on the court.
See, but at least he's on the court and he's putting something out
Yeah,
there.
he
he's
is
on the
putting
court.
something out there. Don't get me wrong. I commend everything.
Because
he's
if,
doing.
if you're
Cracking
not
bitch
on
over
the
here.
court, I'm still losing.
I'm glad he has a longevity on the court, but he's still losing. And you
Yeah,
can't-
but then if you're off the court, you're still losing. So what's the difference? I'd rather you be on the court and show me some sort of life and something to look forward to than you being off the court like shit. Now I got to deal with someone who's gonna be hurt all the time.
you don't know that. This the year.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I hope nothing but good things for Lonzo.
I think he's
And
gonna do well.
I love the story
He-
of a guy from this area at all coming out.
he's the
to the
X
NBA.
factor whether that team makes the playoffs.
All of them
It's
know
not
him.
Zion. It's not no. It's Lonzo. Lonzo's gonna be the
Really?
reason that
I think it's Bi.
no.
I
Bi's
think
overrated.
Bi is gonna be the star.
Because if Lonzo
Bi is gonna be the star of that team.
Bi's gonna come off too.
if Lonzo can't score and facilitate, they're not going to win.
Because Bi was just dealing with that same shit Chris Bosh was dealing with, and that's crazy. That
What the clot thing?
there we go, blood clots or some shit like that, right?
But no, I honestly think
Bi he just wasn't doing
he just
as
worked
well.
fucking. He sucked.
He was doing well when he was
doesn't
playing.
suck.
Dude, he is a fucking
He's a
lockup.
baller.
He's a straight lockup,
He's a
bro.
baller
He
'cause-
locked up KD. Let it be known.
I wish I could say that with a straight face.
He did.
I have more faith in Patrick Beverly guarding KD, only because he's a
The
nuisance.
thing is, everyone's
See, but
saying
Bi
that-
actually did lock up KD when he faced him.
everyone's saying Brandon Ingram sucks,
my
but
God,
every
it's a
year he's
fucking-
been in the league, he's been up.
He's
every
improved. Yeah,
statistical-
he's improved in every single
Every
category.
year that Brandon Ingram's been in the
Oh,
league,
Bi.
statistically has been a lot better every year, and everyone's like, "Oh, this guy sucks."
I mean,
blah,
it's
blah, blah. And
not
I'm
hard
like,
to
how?
improve when you started at 8, then went to 12, then went to what, 18, 17, something like that.
He started off at 14,
Nine.
and then he ended off at, I want to say 18 or 19.
But he had the great coach Luke Walton training him up.
Well, the first year he did not have Luke Walton.
Who do you
I
have?
don't think.
Byron Scott.
I think he had Byron Scott for 1 year, and then they got Luke, and then
I'm not sold. I'm telling you, the Pelicans.
He's doing what he could do.
The Pelicans' X factor of this season is Lonzo Ball. If he could score, if he could put the ball in the basket,
Be a threat.
everything else will be easier for him, and they will be good.
Truthfully, he doesn't even need to do so. He just needs to be a threat to do so. If he can be a threat to do so,
Yeah, but
he
no
can
one
alleviate
sees
a lot
him
of
as a
pressure.
threat right now. That's the
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. But like, he only needs to do so for a little bit, and then he'll become a
Yeah,
threat.
he needs to
do
come
so,
out the
and that's
gates scoring, and so people now respect him as a scorer.
See, but he did last year when he was playing. He did play a couple games not scared at all.
Who?
Lonzo.
It was
Oh,
here and
yeah.
there, but it needs to be
Yeah, it needs to be
consistent.
consistent.
I mean, year 3 is usually the breakout year for
A lot of players.
a lot of players. So we will see the breakout between Mark. I don't even know if you can count this as Markel's third year. It's his year and a half.
Yeah.
This
But
is his third year.
Markel, Lonzo, and Fox. This is to determine who breaks out because, unfortunately, people see Jason Tatum already broke out.
Jason Tatum.
People see. I mean, Donovan Mitchell did break out. I give Donovan Mitchell more credit than
Right.
Jason Tatum, but the media and the public already
Well,
sees them
Jason
as
Tatum's
breakout
in a
stars.
better
He's in a way
He was
better.
in a way
He's in
better
a way
system.
better place. Way better place. I think Donovan Mitchell technically broke out rather than Jason
100%.
Tatum. But like I said, the media sees them as already as breakout stars.
Jason Tatum's really average to me. He's always been average since college to me. I'm like, he's just an average ass small forward.
And it's funny because he's got, like, rightfully so, like, the most hate I've seen for a player in the league for a while.
He's the new Paul
For a
Pierce.
young player.
He's a new
I
Paul
just
Pierce,
think
but a
he
horrible,
got
but a
lucky.
way trash defender.
He just got lucky getting drafted where he did.
He did.
Got Kuz at 27th. Josh Hart, 30.
Well,
It's a
Yeah.
good draft, bro. There's a lot of good guys here.
it's a lot of good solid pieces.
It was pretty deep, but
And we
Yeah,
kept
that's-
none of 'em besides Kuz. That hurts. I wish we could have kept Zoe instead of Kuz, but that's the life you gotta live.
Which could have kept BI instead of Kuz. Or instead of Zoe. Oh, wait, no. Instead of Kuz. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm fucking tripping.
So you rather
Yeah,
kept
I would have kept BI
well
instead
say
of
Josh Hart.
Kuz. Fuck no, I don't want that Fortnite ass motherfucker.
Fortnite ass is fucking
He's all.
cold.
You
if
saw
there was a
that
way we
interview,
could
right?
keep, I'd rather send KCP and keep Josh Hart.
Yes.
Definitely.
If I
Oh,
could,
fuck yeah.
If I could,
Because
yeah.
at least
Well,
I know
because of
I was
KCP, not because of Josh Hart though. Like because
know,
I
'cause I
my
know that
dislike for KCP
more
instead
than
of-
likely
Yeah.
I will be able to travel with Josh Hart than with KCP. Because who knows if KCP is gonna get another ankle monitor, have to be stuck at home
I
again.
know.
I don't know.
That
But
wasn't even his fault though.
I don't care whose fault
Was
it
it?
It wasn't.
I never looked into what the actual
He let
charges were.
someone he let someone borrow his car or something. It was like someone on
And
the
they
lines
hit
of
a
that.
lick?
Yeah, and some they did something. So he's
Man.
basically kind of an accomplice, I guess.
because they had his car.
Yeah, because they had his car.
So basically, what I'm saying is Josh Hart not gonna be in no bullshit like that.
Josh Hart just gonna
Yeah.
be at the crib
Yeah,
He's gonna be at the crib playing Fortnite.
eating beignets.
yeah. So
Woo!
me, I'd rather keep.
Damn.
I would have rather kept Josh Hart just on potential.
Yeah,
Like I see a lot of potential in Josh Hart.
Yeah,
and definitely.
and he could play 1 through 4.
He really can. Defensively,
he?
he'll
We
be.
hadn't played at
Can
the 4.
he?
We hadn't played at the 4.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he was getting bully ball.
He was getting bully ball, but he was holding his own.
his
See,
own.
like, there's
For-
one thing to say about players when they say they can play 1 through 4 or something.
For him being,
But, like,
For him being
can they
6'5",
effectively?
for him
6'5".
being 6'5", though,
He's
playing the
6'5",
4,
like what?
D'ing up on the 4.
205.
Okay, you have to factor in if they keep it high and tight, he's fucked.
Yeah.
But if they happen to bring it down or any other thing,
He's got
that's
quick
possibly
hands.
his.
He's got quick hands. I don't know. I'm a big
It's
Josh
either his
Hart.
or a foul.
I'm a big Josh Hart fan. I wouldn't say stan, but I'm a big Josh Hart fan. I like his. He's got a good 3. He's good defensively. That I'm telling you, the Pelicans are low key going to be nice, based on one player, Lonzo Ball. I think the Kings
The Kings aren't making the playoffs. Let's be honest.
they'll make the playoffs.
They're not making-
There's enough room for them to make it.
There's enough room. The Mavericks got better.
Yeah, but I don't know if Kristaps is coming back like that.
What do you
Because
mean?
isn't he sitting out a portion of the season?
He already sat out last year. Bro, he's trying to say the Kings are going to sneak in and make the
They
playoffs.
almost snuck in last season.
How you gonna sneak in at the fucking 10? Almost sneak in. You're not doing it.
I'm telling you.
Dude,
Because OKC's out. I'm not a Loyal Kings
That's a
fan.
Loyal Kings fan.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Never
the
met
most
one.
sack, though.
OKC's out.
Oh,
Happy
okay,
birthday,
that makes more
Red.
sense.
Yeah, bro.
My
OKC's
birthday
not
on Friday.
making it.
Or my birthday tomorrow? Sunday.
Tomorrow,
Sunday.
Did you
Sunday?
forget when your birthday was?
Yeah.
October babies?
I don't really care about
Yeah.
my birthday.
October babies?
I'm just not a fan of like birthdays is stupid to me.
I understand.
I think birthdays are dumb because it's like
I have
you
20.
didn't actually achieve anything.
You just got older.
Yeah.
I turned. Yeah.
You
I
did.
have
You
20 more
achieved
days.
another year of life.
Yeah, you lived. You can
That's
say
just
That's
breathing.
the point.
I have 20 more days.
I'm being given presents or fucking praise for breathing.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
to me that's weird.
Just the thing. Damn, today's that devil's birthday.
Ooh. Which one?
The devil.
Remember, you picked me up from Oktoberfest? The drive all the way up. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
already a year now.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You think everything's the devil,
So-
mama?
I think. Well, OKC not in the playoffs this year.
OKC is definitely not in the playoffs
Oh,
this year.
I don't
come
think the Spurs
on.
gonna make it this year.
I think the Spurs have a higher chance.
See,
than
but
the
OKC
Kings.
has got like they can make a plan. They can formulate something, right? Like, do you think they can attack, like maybe tackle some trade something?
No. They're
Come
gonna
on.
trade. I'm telling you, they're gonna trade Chris Paul to the Heat by the
tough.
trade deadline.
So this is, I'm not no order. These are the teams that's gonna make it before them. It goes Houston, Lakers.
Okay, well, let's get the obvious out the way. Work on the bottom. We all know the
Can I-
Lakers,
can
the
I just,
Clippers,
can
Houston.
He's
Can you
getting
shut the
to
fuck
it. He's
up?
getting to it.
Yeah, can you shut up?
We all
Can
know
you
they're
shut
gonna
up?
make it.
Okay.
Good Lord.
Can you shut up? Or are you just gonna sit there and listen? And, listen to the Kings not make
ahead.
it. So
ahead.
it's no order. Houston,
Uh-huh.
Lakers,
Yeah,
Portland.
makes sense.
I'd say Dallas, Denver, Golden State. Shit.
Wait. Say Denver?
Yes.
Denver will make it.
Denver was number 2 last year.
I know, but I just don't like that team.
That's already 6 right there. And then Utah, that's 7. And then they still have, and then I haven't even got to the Clippers. That's
Just-
8. And then they still got it. And then New Orleans is still probably better. They still have San Antonio. That's 12. Sacramento's nowhere really to be found in there. Nowhere. They still got 12 teams to beat.
Okay.
So it's 13.
I just want to know. Do you really believe in Nicola, Paul Millsap, and Monte and
They're
freaking?
not going to win. They're going to make the playoffs.
They're gonna make the playoffs. They did. it last
Okay,
year.
I didn't know it was to make the playoffs. I thought
No,
you
they're
were
gonna make
talking
the
about like
playoffs.
leaders and this shit.
No,
Like,
no, no.
No, they're
I
gonna
said
make the
this is-
playoffs.
I
this
was
is the 8
like-
teams that are going to make the playoffs.
do y'all seriously believe
They'll
in
make the
Bobo?
playoffs.
Before the Kings.
Although I hope Bobo.
I was like, the only
And
team that you guys really are going to beat,
Bobo.
or the Kings are really going to beat
Gary.
for sure, is Memphis, OKC, and Phoenix,
I smack.
and Minnesota. That's it.
I am distinct.
That's it.
Hmm.
Sorry.
We will see. Season's what? 3 days? 15?
Yeah, I don't. If they make it, bro, shit, I'll give you everything, bro. Not everything.
I don't think the Lakers can go far. They're gonna go to the Western Conference Finals, definitely, but
That's not far.
uh,
not making the
for
playoffs.
the
They're not
Lakers,
making the
no,
playoffs
no. For the Lakers, it's championship or nothing. We know that. It's always been that.
We
Yeah.
haven't
We
made
don't-
the playoffs in 6
but we
years.
do-
The playoffs
Lakers
are
don't have
anything.
depth.
But if
we
you're
make
a
long
Lakers
run
fan,
and we make it hard on ourselves, and we hit multiple 6 or 7,
if you're a Lakers fan,
There's a problem.
It's always been
championship or bust.
exactly.
It's always championship or bust.
So if you made Western Conference, cool, but you didn't win. I don't care.
That's fine. I'd rather make.
we
the
don't
play-
hang those banners.
I'd
Yeah,
rather make
that's the point. We
playoffs.
don't hang.
We don't hang
con-
those
yeah,
participation
so
trophies.
it's championship or
But
nothing.
guess what? We haven't made the playoffs in 6 years. I'd rather make the playoffs at this point.
How, like, what, we have 2 more years or 3 more years on Braun's contract?
I think 2
Three.
plus 1.
No, two.
With an option?
2 plus 1. Yeah.
Alright.
Because he signed a 4-year.
Yeah.
3
so we,
plus 1.
we just don't got no time to mess around.
Damn,
That's
this already about to be his. No, this is about to be his second year.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, damn.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's championship or nothing.
Yeah.
That's every year though. I guess that's every team though.
But especially right now,
But as you
after
get-
the moves that have been made.
Yeah, as a Laker fan, it's the difference between the Lakers and like
Sacramento.
Portland or like
Sacramento.
Utah, or these teams that don't have championship pass and championship caliber organizations, they're happy with making the second round.
Because that's a milestone.
The Western Conference Finals. The Lakers, no. It's either you get a championship or I don't want to hear shit about you. There's no other team. I guess the only other team that would be close to that would be Boston because they have as many rings.
Same thing. But like, all right, so like, and I think that's why a lot of other organizations hate the Los Angeles Lakers.
Because we win.
Because we have this history of just winning, and that creates this kind of sense of entitlement for the fans.
Yeah, it's either we win or I don't care.
So is it our fault?
No.
Because I feel like it's like, what can you do? When you're used to that, it's like every single year when you look at the standings, you think, I expect us to be there. And people are like, you guys are crazy because, this, that, or another for the past couple of years. And it's like, no. We expect to be up there. And it's like that level of entitlement does feel odd, but like, is it our fault?
No. It's not odd. Like, it's the type of culture the organization carries. They're winners. We hang up championship banners. We don't hang up division championships.
We don't hang up. We damn sure don't hang up selfies.
We don't hang up anything. We hang up championships. And if you're not going to produce a championship, we don't care. If you don't produce a championship, the fans consider it a bust. So if we don't produce a championship, season was a bust.
Yep.
This year, I just want us to make the playoffs. That's all I care about.
We're going to make the playoffs unless 7 players get hurt.
Unless LeBron and Anthony Davis both go down.
Yeah, there's no way we're not making it.
That's all I care about right now. And once we make the playoffs, then we can make that push.
And which I'm kind of scared of, too, because Anthony Davis was dealing with a little bit of injury last year.
He's injury prone. He's injury prone. But I also think it's because of how much he had to...
That New Orleans training staff.
Nah, I would say they didn't load manage him correctly.
But do we have the assets to load manage both Anthony Davis and LeBron James? I don't
know they'll have to take turns.
Yeah.
Until the end of the season, they'll have to take turns. But in the Western Conference, I'm extremely scared of Portland, definitely the Clippers, and definitely the Nuggets. I'm not saying they will beat us, but I'm saying they have a chance to beat us. I'm not saying we will have an easy 4-game sweep against any of those teams.
I don't respect the Nuggets, but I think it's because
I think you just don't like the Nuggets. Yeah, you don't like the Nuggets.
That organization to me has always been like subpar trash. Like what's his name? Whatever. When he was fucking blowing up Fareed, when he had that one
when he was going crazy
in the limelight, and they were like there were Denver Nuggets fans on Twitter acting like he's gonna be the future of the NBA. Kenneth Fareed,
the manimal.
He was exciting to watch.
There were truly Denver. There are receipts of these motherfuckers believing he would be an MVP in a year or two. Those words inexact.
Who said that?
On Twitter.
Probably typical Twitter trolls.
I had a Twitter fight about that because I was like, and I had to step back and look at myself like, is this a fucking joke?
That's a joke. And a half.
Yeah.
It's a joke and a half.
But I'm telling you, those are the 3 teams that...
If Kenneth Fareed became an MVP in the league, that'd be nuts. Just off of pure, just like dunking and rebounding.
Well, his stats were really good at the time. He was averaging, I think, like what?
Like 15 and 12? No, 15 and like 11.
Yeah. He was a good double-double.
I think his best year was like 15
and blocks,
16,
too.
11.
He was athletic on defense. He did have a lot.
He was all over the place.
And then the game changed.
Yeah.
And then
it became a shooting at the perimeter type of.
Then you got to learn how to shoot.
And he couldn't adjust.
Well, I mean, he was shooting decent when he was on the Rockets this past time. Like he wasn't he wasn't how he was.
He was no Jay Crowder, but he was decent.
So my point was the fact that Denver Nuggets have this stain to them because I dislike Denver fans. I dislike that organization. And to me, like, I don't think they have enough assets in my mind looking at this right here to say that, honestly, they would give the Lakers any problem.
No, we're dominating down low in the post for damn sure. The only one we have to worry about is Jokic is stretching the floor, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah, but the Nuggets are pretty deep. We're pretty deep this year, too.
Yeah. Dude,
we're deep. I don't know. I'm really worried about. It's the Clippers, the Blazers, and the Nuggets. Those are the teams I worry the most. If I put them in order, it'd probably be in that order: Clippers, Blazers, Nuggets.
Yep.
Just because historically we just suck in Portland for some reason.
Not lately.
Well, lately we sucked, but like even when the Kobe and Powell days, Brandon Roy, LaMarcus Aldridge
Almost.
was never. But
Almost.
what I'm saying is we've never had an
Almost.
easy.
And then we still won.
We've never had an easy time in Portland
Okay.
historically. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
like Portland
Yeah, they
always.
they always play us tough, and they always lose, like normal.
I mean, Dame, Doll, and CJ are that's the best backcourt they've ever had, as far as I know. I don't think Clyde had a good point guard.
Clyde.
And then, of course, the Clippers. Even though PG's out for the first month.
It's still such a they have a lot of depth.
Yeah, I was like, that's fine. He can sit out.
They have a lot of scary
That's why I'm
depth.
worried.
And
I
their
mean, I
team
like our
is
depth,
well
but-
put together.
You have Avery Bradley, bro. We're chilling.
I think that was my favorite pickup the whole free agency.
Avery Bradley
Yeah.
should have been fucking Kawhi Leonard. God damn it.
Why would Kawhi Leonard be my favorite pickup for the Lakers?
Because if he would have came to the Lakers, that'd have been lit.
I knew it wasn't going to happen.
Well, it was happening.
It was
It was set in stone.
if they didn't make that last second
Yeah,
move.
if they didn't really clean house, then he would have been ours.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm glad that we were right there. Obviously, it
If
stings.
the Lakers would have done it,
If the Lakers would've pulled that off-
media for the Lakers.
According to an article in the
would-
LA Times, he was never really sold on the Lakers. He was talking to him, but he wasn't pulling for the Lakers at all.
Then why did Doc say if he didn't pull house, he would have been on the Lakers?
Yeah. To cover his ass, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh, yeah.
He would have been on the Lakers. Okay, why would he go to the Knicks?
No, Kawhi wasn't going to
fucking-
no fucking Knicks.
no
Kawhi
way.
for sure wasn't going
Yeah,
to no
there's
Knicks.
no way
Ain't
that's
no one
not
going
He
to.
didn't talk to
He
no
was-
one.
Knicks fans think they're gonna get everybody.
Yeah, the Knicks
Because he only
think
talked to
shit. The
he
Knicks
only
thought
talked
they
to
were going to
4
get
teams.
Zion.
He only talked to 4 teams. He talked to the Knicks. Is
Damn, Jose.
that it?
Yep.
Way to break the game open.
5'5" looking ass.
But yeah, literally all he talked to was the Knicks, the Raptors, the Lakers, and the Clippers.
He really didn't talk to the Knicks like that. It was basically the Raptors,
The
the
Knicks
Lakers,
didn't,
and
well,
the
because
Clippers.
the Knicks they didn't want to meet up with them after all, which is stupid.
It was
but-
between them three.
Yeah,
I'm
You think
telling
he's
you,
going-
if the Clippers didn't pull, he was probably going to go back to Toronto.
they're stupid.
No
Yeah.
way he was
No,
going back to
hell
Toronto.
no. He didn't want to be there in the first place.
Yeah, man.
It was Lakers or die. As much as you don't want to believe
Lakers
it,
or die, then why did he go there?
why would you want to team up? Why would you just want to be the next Warriors, pretty much? I mean,
Yeah.
I would, but you got to make it interesting.
C-
I understand because
See,
it's
but,
like a
like-
legacy thing at that point. You don't need if he didn't have
He's
any
already got a legacy.
Yeah.
no, but if he didn't have any championship rings, he would definitely have went to the Lakers
100%.
instead of building for a legacy.
You
now,
know, no, actually,
It's
I
like
think
it's
he
like
would have
KD.
wanted.
KD already has his ring, so now he's like, all right, I can go to whatever team and just chill.
See, but like, it's not like his legacy is respected at all.
His legacy has always been respected. Kawhi's?
No,
KD?
KD. I don't respect his legacy.
Why? Because he went to the Warriors.
Yeah.
It was a free agent deal. It is what it is.
So punk.
Obviously, it sucked because they were just dominant. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
They won.
You can't. No one
That
can sit
proved
here
he
and tell
couldn't
me
win with
that.
Russ. He couldn't win with Russ.
No one can win with Russ. Russ can't win with Russ.
That's what
I mean,
that
James
pretty
Harden
much
can win
proved.
with us.
James Harden won't win with Russ.
James Harden can win with us.
I think that's going to be worse than Chris
don't see.
Paul and James Harden.
Fuck no.
No way can it be worse
no.
than that.
I really
least
I
they were
have
teammates.
I have no faith. Well, yeah, but that was teammates when James Harden was coming off the bench as a 6-man. Like that's when Harden had like a different mentality of his type of play. Now he's an MVP, perennial All-Star. He's all this stuff. So now he has
And
just
the
in his head like
the
this is
second
my
he
team.
was gone, I knew he blew up.
Well, yeah, he played more than 20 minutes a game. I don't know. I also didn't have faith in Chris Paul and James Harden, but I'm not sold on
James
the
Harden,
Westbrook
he needs to be the ball
and
dominant
James
guy.
Harden. And then what is Russ?
They're gonna make it. I think they're gonna flip him. Honestly, I think they're gonna make James more the perennial like ball like.
I heard that what they were gonna do is have when it's Russ and James, they're gonna have Russ play point guard, which means don't really score. All you gotta do is pass the ball, rebound, play defense, let James score. They're gonna do like load management on James. He's gonna play like 48 minutes a game.
James is
He'll
way
maybe
better.
play like 32, 33 minutes.
James is a
maybe
way better
less.
scorer anyway, so I understand.
And they're going to give Russ the ball for 12 to 15 minutes a game and say, do whatever the fuck you want. Just go stupid. Score, attack, do whatever the fuck you want. Go stupid for 12 to 15 minutes a game. That's your time. The rest of the time, you play point guard, you facilitate, and you rebound.
You give the James.
And you basically give the ball to James.
And the best part is I truly believe that Russ will be able to handle that load of just doing that for the max amount of time.
If
possible.
they do that,
Well, I mean, he hasn't really done that since Durant. Just
but
give
even
it
then,
off to
with
somebody.
even with
the amount
Durant,
of
he
minutes?
was.
Huh?
with the amount of minutes.
Oh, the amount of minutes. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
he's
just
always
saying,
been
like-
stacked with minutes.
But even with Durant, he was still trying to
He was
go
trying
get
to,
his own.
which was stupid. I'm like, bro, you're the best. You have one of the best players in
And
the
that's
world.
my point. Like, if, in my opinion, KD's better than James.
KD's the best player in the damn league. Let's be honest.
So if
No.
Russ,
Kawhi.
No,
Kawhi.
that's debatable.
No.
That's debatable.
Kawhi.
no. When you saw KD out there when he was playing Kawhi for those 11 minutes, he was torching that. man.
Why did Zaza have to hurt Kawhi? But if Russ can't do it with
That was,
KD,
you know that was before KD got there. There you go.
Was it?
Yeah. There you
I thought that
go.
was KD's first year.
Nope.
Whatever.
There you go.
So if Russ can't do it with the best player in the league, what the fuck makes you think he gonna be able to do it with James? Like, what's the difference?
They just, I don't know, just two teammates, bro. Two old teammates.
Russ and KD was teammates. There was brothers. There was all this shit. Was because KD way better than James Harden. So if Russ couldn't win with KD, what makes you think he gonna win with James? And that team is
I
not
don't
as
think-
well
I don't
defensively.
think they're gonna win.
I think
They're gonna get wins on the board.
they're gonna get wins on the board. When it comes to the playoffs, depending where they seed, I could see a first round exit.
I just think that the scoring ability of that team is
Because
so
I mean,
high.
if they're under the fourth seed where they don't get home court advantage, I can see them losing first round. Depending on who they see.
All depends on how they seed. But we're gonna,
If they finish under 4, I could see them.
gonna see.
I could see them losing.
So, how was everyone's last week's fantasy teams doing?
I think I went
First loss?
1
No.
and 2.
4-0, 4-0, 4-0?
Yep.
Hey,
Oh, actually, 3-1.
So you finally got your first
Yeah,
loss.
I got a first loss in one league. Yeah,
Ah,
against the number one guy, and he had everything going for him.
understand.
He
Ah,
whooped your
I
ass,
made all
didn't
the
he?
right moves.
He whooped your ass, didn't he?
He beat me by 20.
Okay.
happens.
I made all the right moves. Didn't start anyone that I wasn't supposed to, and everybody was
You just got
had
beat
the
by-
highest amount of points. It's just
got
you
beat by the
beat
better
me up.
man.
That's it.
How's your team?
Gotta respect it.
I think I went 1 and 2.
Damn. I went 3-1 this past week.
I'm in playoff contention, so I don't give a shit. As long as I stay within the playoffs, I'm gonna just ride that for the end of the season.
I'm 4-0, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2.
You guys ever heard the phrase "the rich get richer"?
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
My teams that are starting off at 4-0 and 3-1, now both of them get a Melvin Gordon in that lineup.
Yeah, I got Melvin Gordon back in one of mine.
I'm still,
And
I'm
the
still
rich
Austin, I'm
get
still Austin
richer.
Eckler proud, baby.
He'll still be what he was last year, but he's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be
No, they said it. He said he's still the number
RB3.
one back right now.
no,
He's getting more touches than Melvin.
No.
This next game.
no way,
They already came out and said it.
no way. I don't even want to believe that.
They said he's going to play a significant role.
He'll still play a significant role as
yeah,
a third
that's the
down
same
back.
role he played last year.
No,
he
he's
played
played-
a significant
it
role
was a
last year.
significant
He's
role.
definitely going to get more touches than Melvin. This is Melvin's first game back.
He's been
Exactly,
working
but
now.
first game back, completely healthy. Has been working out the
that's when we
entire
let him
time.
loose. I feel like next week that's when we let him loose.
I'm surprised they didn't even let him play against Miami.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't give him any touches.
I'm glad we didn't.
It was free. It
It's
was that,
Miami.
if there's any
Well,
team to play
granted,
him
the first
against-
half, y'all motherfuckers had them in the game.
Yeah,
Okay, so we came up like Dallas. Dallas
Yeah,
is
Dallas did the same
way.
shit too.
Barely
Yeah, but
beat-
we know Dallas sucks.
And then we beat them 30-10.
I look at you guys higher than I
Barely
look at
beating
Dallas.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Dallas to do it, I don't care. For you guys to do it, I was like, what? Why?
Oh, that's gone.
I hope
That's
that
the
game
baby
made you
porch I was
realize that
talking
Josh
about.
Rosen is the truth. He just doesn't have a team.
Oh, he hurt himself. Josh Rosen's not the truth.
He is the truth.
No, he's not.
He
You
kept
know,
that game
a bunch
in contention
a
for
bunch of my
so
A
long
bunch of Cardinal friends that I have did not like your take about Josh Rosen.
because they're fools.
Obviously
They
not,
said
because
he's
they have
ass
Kyler
butter.
Murray.
Because they're
They're like, ass butter.
They like the worst franchise in the NFC West history. The Arizona Cardinals. Like they like the Arizona Cardinals and they're the worst franchise in NFC West history by a long mile. Don't
Yeah,
even
'cause
have to think about it.
the
There's no
Rams-
thought
I
in
was like,
there.
are they the last?
The
team?
Rams have had way more history than the
Way
Cardinals.
better.
Yeah, I was like, the
The
Cardinals only made
Seahawks
one Super
have
Bowl.
had a way more
Way
better
better
history because
history.
of recent years,
Yeah.
and the
They won.
49ers had the best history in the NFC West.
At least you guys all went
Because
to the
we're-
play, or all went to the Super Bowl
Yeah.
like the last 10 years. No,
No,
they're-
not oh.
Cardinals are
Cardinals
12
are
years
just
now.
out.
12
Yeah,
years.
They're 12 years now.
but yeah, the NFC West has been historically the best franchise or the best
Division.
division. I don't know why I blanked on that.
you guys have
The best
but
division
one
and for
Super
the
Bowl
past
champion.
like, huh?
You guys have the best division, but one Super Bowl champion, and like the last like 20
Yeah.
something, 30.
One
years.
Super Bowl champion, but how many Super Bowls in between us? 1, 2, 3,
How many Super Bowl?
five Super Bowls of the past decade. Half of the
6.
decade we've
Don't
had.
you guys
Of the
have
past
5?
Decade.
What?
You guys have 5 Super
You're
Bowls,
talking
right? The
about the
Niners.
past-
No, like Super Bowl appearances by
Oh,
an NFC
oh,
West
the
team.
In the last
appearances.
decade,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
in
guys
the
have like
past
5.
decade,
Yes.
5 out of the 10
Should
Super
have
Bowls
won too,
have
but
an NFC
someone
West.
decided to pass the ball.
Should've won
Dipshit. He should have got fired after that. I for sure would have fired his ass.
Admittedly, we should have won, but the game started off like hot dog shit.
Oh, the year you guys played the Ravens?
Yeah.
That was Ray Lewis's year. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, man.
That
Like,
was
what-
their
He
year.
didn't even do shit the whole game. Just know
He
that.
was just a
was
presence.
Ray Lewis
He was
didn't
just
do
a
a
presence.
fucking thing.
Well, he didn't have to because the team was like, "This is for Ray."
Ed
This
Reed
is for
did
Ed.
everything. Ed Reed was fucking everywhere in that game. I'm fucking frustrated.
I wish I
Man,
had that hill.
I don't
still.
want to talk about that shit, bro. I don't want to ever bring up 2012.
You guys might stay undefeated. Who you guys played?
They play the
Browns. Fucking
I have
Browns.
them losing.
I'm
I
not
literally
sold on
just get
Baker.
I get a fucking headache thinking about that
I say
fucking
they lose
Super
by
Bowl.
4, 21-17.
Fucking frustrating. Just
No, I'm gonna take the Niners. I'm gonna take the Niners.
I'm
Wait,
taking
is
the 49ers.
is Bosa back? Is he healthy?
yeah, he's never
Yeah,
left, and he's
everyone's fine.
100% healthy now. He didn't
Everyone's
even
fine.
show up on the injury chart.
Yeah,
this
I
week.
think you guys just got to
I'm
make
sorry
sure.
about Jason Verrett.
He's not out for the year, which is
He's out for
whatever.
8 weeks at least.
But 8 weeks, yeah. Dude, that
Oh,
guy is
fuck it.
made of
Scratch it.
fucking
He's a glass.
sand and
Glass.
fucking glue, tape, like craft blue, that white glue or whatever.
Yep. And we said,
Elmer's.
yep, and we
Elmer's,
said,
there we go.
And we said, here you go.
Yeah,
You can have him.
it's alright. He's our fucking fourth corner. So, and he didn't even play a single down yet, or a couple. He's played
Yeah,
2
yeah.
downs or whatever.
Yeah, to be honest, the Niners just have to make sure Nick Chubb doesn't go off for 3 touchdowns.
And I mean, at the end of the day, the 49ers
Fantasy-wise?
haven't given up a single rushing
No,
touchdown.
no, just
Oh.
like just to win the game. They just got to make sure Nick Chubb doesn't go stupid.
Well,
They'll,
we-
they'll win the game.
We held Joe Mixon to zero touchdowns.
Mixon sucks.
We held Joe Mixon
Joe
sucks.
Mixon does not
This year.
suck.
He's a top 10 running, top 15,
Top 15
top 15
running back. He
running
doesn't
back.
suck. Joe
So
Mixon's good.
So you're a middle tier running back is what you called him.
Middle tier. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, yes, 32 teams, so middle
So
tier.
technically-
Yes,
Middle tier.
high middle tier.
High middle tier.
And a middle tier running back should still be expected to at least get
At least
rushing
get one
touchdown.
touchdown. As a starter, you should expect at least
I
one
don't think he's
touchdown.
scored this year. I think he's only scored once.
Check it out.
Point is, you can't let Nick Chubb go off. I have no faith in Baker, and I feel like your secondary is good enough to hold Baker.
Joe Mixon doesn't even have a touchdown this year.
Would you look at that? Doesn't even have. I gave him one.
149. Oh, that's against the Cardinals. I was like,
Yeah.
no, this is season stats.
Yep. Season
He's
stats.
having a horrible year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Joe, what are you doing?
He's playing for Cincinnati.
Doesn't
What
mean
do
that-
you
Yeah.
expect?
But still,
Doesn't mean anything.
I mean,
it's insanity.
if you don't have blocking, how are you supposed to run?
Yeah, admittedly.
There's a lot of players that don't have blocking and actually done.
Maybe one that's successful without blocking
Let me think. Like today or just in general?
today.
Today, tomorrow, yesterday.
I mean, you could say Le'Veon. But Le'Veon's Le'Veon.
Well, for the Jets now, yeah, technically. I don't know their O-line at all.
I'll
That's
say
kind of
Derrick
my
Henry.
fault, though.
Derrick Henry, he's doing decent, and because
They're Jack
he
Conklin.
just, one of their best. I think their guard just came back. Or
Yeah,
their
Jack
guard-
Conklin.
yeah.
Jack Conklin's their tackle, and then
One of them just
one of
came
the
back.
guards they just drafted.
So they're better. They're better. But before,
So, wait. So the 49ers have held Ronald Jones, Joe Mixon, and James Conner all to 0 rushing touchdowns and minimal yards. As far as Nick Chubb goes, he's got to get through DeForest Buckner and
He's
Eric
got to get through a
Armstead.
lot. But what I'm saying is, do you not see what he did last week?
That's nothing.
That's last week, though.
That's last week
But
versus
that's what I'm
the fucking.
saying. And they
Yeah, who'd
won.
they play
You
last
can't let Nick Chubb get to that second level of your defense.
And even if he does, why is my phone going? Do your thing right now. I'm gonna get this call.
You can't let Nick Chubb get to the second level. That's the only way they're going to win. I have no faith in Baker. I mean, look what OBJ did last week.
Nothing.
Exactly. Jarvis Landry had a great week. He got a concussion. He's cleared to play. He passed.
Also,
But
I was like, update.
no faith.
Devontae Adams is out for this week
He got hurt.
with his toe. He has turf toe. So he got ruled out officially.
Yeesh.
Who else? Yeah, Eckler will play a lot against will be limited. Chargers will be limiting Melvin Gordon's workload in his first game back. See, so he's gonna have more touches. Stephon Diggs is active.
He finna get traded.
Low key. And James Conner was not listed on the final report.
Ugh. I gotta move him.
And Andrews is not listed on the final report. No, so he's good. That means they're good. If they're not on the final report, that means they're good.
Stupid.
And then Tyreek is not playing. Saquon obviously is not playing.
Saquon's not playing?
No, he's got rolled out. Sam Darnold's not playing, obviously. Deshaun Jackson's not playing. And yeah.
He dropped it.
Did he really drop it?
Yeah.
What's the score? 4?
4-0.
That's game.
I forgot what point I was trying to make and where we were.
The point is, you're saying he's trying. What's that? Nick Chubb has to get through a lot in their defense, which is right,
Yeah.
or which is true. He does, but you can't let him get to that second level, because if he does, it's going to be an issue. In I feel like Baker would have easier passes if Nick Chubb has a good game.
Baker!
Because
Nick
I'm not.
Chubb had
I
a
really
good-
think you guys can neutralize Baker. I'm not sold on Baker.
I'm 1000% we can because our edge rushers are amazing and their tackles are bad, which equals.
Yeah,
Pressure?
you can get to him.
I'm not
But-
starting Baker this week, so.
I mean, Nick Chubb had Baltimore, and that's who he ran it against that he fucking
Yeah,
destroyed.
he went nuts.
That's right. Yeah, they played Baltimore last week.
So
They
let's
won.
let's see game log.
Nick Chubb won.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he
Baltimore's
had
what,
3
2 and-
touchdowns.
Yeah.
Baltimore's 2-2?
We're looking at game log.
so.
He had 3 touchdowns and 165 yards against the Ravens. 0 touchdowns, 96 yards against the Rams. Fucking 1 touchdown, 62 yards against the Jets, and then 75 yards against the Titans. Who do the Titans, the Jets, who do the Titans and the Jets have in the middle as their D
I
tackle?
know the
Can you name
Jets
them?
have. I think they still have Muhammad Wilkerson,
Wilkerson.
Leonard Williams, and something Williams. Who's from Alabama?
Kenyon, but he didn't
No,
play.
Yeah.
Quinnen.
Quinnen.
Yeah, Quinnen.
He went to Clemson.
Was
No,
it Clem-
no, he went to
He went to
Did I
Bama.
know?
He went
oh,
to-
that's right. That's right.
But
He didn't play, though?
he didn't play.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, he was.
He was
those are the only 3 linemen I know they have. I don't know their backups.
Yeah. So they're haphazard, and they still held him to a single touchdown, which was short, and 62 yards. For Tennessee, they have fucking no one down that center,
Bro,
No.
that
and they held him
Tennessee
to
game, they just shut
75
them
yards. This man is easily
What's up, buddy?
stoppable,
down. Yeah, they just
and the
shut them down.
49ers have the personnel to do so. The 49ers are a top 5 defense coming into week 4, so
The only undefeated team.
or week 5, sorry. Week 4 for us because we had a bye. And we're coming off of a long rest. We're coming off of a bye week into a Monday game, which is like
yeah,
extra
you have
rest.
a lot of.
as good as it gets. You cannot get any healthier than that.
Yeah,
So I think the 49ers are going to hopefully, in all hopes, smash the Browns. If we can't smash the Browns, that would be amazing.
I
If
would
we go
just
to
love that
5-0,
because-
I will be nearly 100% sold. Once we play the Rams in week 6,
No, I want you guys
if
to
we
be 4
beat
now.
Huh?
Won't you guys be 4-0?
4-0. Sorry. It is week 5, but we had a bye week. It's throwing me off.
Yeah, you guys were the first team on the bye.
Now I'm fucking blanking. All right. So if we beat the Browns, we'll be 4-0, right?
I won't be sold yet.
I'm still not sold.
As a 49er fan, I'm pretty much sold.
As a 49er fan, you're sold.
But
But you have to remember,
if we beat the Browns and then go on to beat the Rams and go to 5-0, I'm sold.
I'm waiting till
Anyone
you guys.
who tells me no is.
I'm waiting till
I'll
you play someone in
curse
your
you.
division.
Did the Bills lose last week?
Wait, why? See, but why do we have to play?
Because your division is strong. Other than
See,
the Cardinals, your division is strong.
But here's the thing: is our division has lost to the people that we have beaten. They lost to the Bengals. They've lost to the fucking what's it called?
Okay, who lost to the Bengals? The
The
Cardinals.
fucking no, the Seahawks fucking beat them by a fucking field goal.
That's still a win.
A field goal.
They won.
Barely. We smashed the shit out of the Bengals.
That's good.
Absolutely wrecked these men.
So
They
you guys
beat
are
them
both
by
2-0?
barely a field goal.
So you guys are both 1-0 against the Bengals.
Technically.
Okay.
What
but
I'm saying
yeah.
is this. Look.
So are you saying that you guys had a great performance against the Dolphins?
No.
No, not in the first half.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying the Seahawks
a game
performance.
is played over 4 quarters. Did you have a great performance?
We had a 6 out of 10.
Did you have a great performance?
6 out of 10.
Did you have a great performance?
So that's not a great
It's a good
performance.
That's
performance.
not.
It's
You're not answering
no.
my question.
That's a good
Did you have a
performance.
great performance
That's
against the worst
60%.
team in the league?
Not a.
Against the worst team in the league, did you have a great performance?
We had a good performance.
Did you
I
have a
would
great
not consider
performance
that good.
against the
6
worst
out of
team
10
in the
is
league?
not good.
What do you?
6 out of 10 is 60%. That is not good.
That is not good. You're failing that class.
No, D is passing.
You're getting credit for being there, which is
Depending on the
basically what the
place.
Chargers got. The Chargers got a win for being there.
So 30-10 is a win for being there.
Here's the
Overall, that was you guys
I
should have blew
used-
them out like the
I
Patriots.
used that game to shit talk the Chargers, but the thing is, it's not exactly your guys' fault
It's
because
not.
Adam Gase is or fucking Brian Flores. Brian Flores has been coaching his ass off in the first half of games. For whatever reason, his first 15 plays start off hot. The Dolphins really start off hot, so it's like, why not go back to that script every single time?
He started off hot because he threw 1 touchdown. Wow. There you
That's
go.
still, but it's not just against you. I'm not saying this as a knock to the Chargers.
Oh, no. Against
I'm saying
everyone, they
this
played
as a
everyone
plus
tough.
for the Dolphins.
They play everyone tough in the first half.
Yeah.
Literally everyone but the Ravens and the Patriots.
But the Ravens were fucking. Ravens are week 1, and their game plan was just
Yeah.
air that bitch.
Yeah.
They
And
weren't
nobody
expecting
was
that.
ready for Hollywood Brown at the time.
They just let him just keep going deep right in the middle. Yeah. Not the phone.
But
I think that the 49ers have a very serious chance to beat the Browns, beat the Rams, and after that, if anyone wants to tell me that the 49ers are less than, they can leave the fucking room because there's nothing to back that.
I will say this: if you guys beat the Browns, I will have a little more credibility for you.
Yeah, I'll give you guys that.
You have to remember the Rams. They lost 2 straight now, right?
They have.
Because they lost to the Bucks and they let up 55
Yeah,
to the
they got
Bucks,
55 pieces by the Bucks.
and they just
At least you guys
lost.
beat the Bucks.
Yes.
They just lost to the
Didn't let up
Seahawks.
no 55 neither.
Heartbreaker or not, there are some passes that were overthrown. There were some balls dropped.
It was
I'm not
literally
saying
like-
Y'all are
you
trying to
can't
tell
blame
me
it
that
on the
Jared
kicker.
Goff
The kicker was
is in
right.
any way better than Josh Rosen before too. That's what you guys were trying to tell me last podcast or the podcast.
No,
before.
I said,
No.
Jared replace Jared Goff with Ryan Fitzpatrick,
I've never
and I think
liked
they'll be
Jared
all
Goff.
right.
Josh Rosen sucks too, but
I think it was me and Brooke that were having
Yeah,
the
Brooke
argument
was
that
team
Jared
Jared
Goff
Goff.
in any
Yeah.
way was as good as Josh Rosen or better.
So
Josh Rosen is a fucking. ugh.
He's good. He's a very good quarterback, and I hope that he finally gets
He's
a
got
chance
good
to prove
mechanics.
himself at some point
he's
on
got good
another team.
mechanics, but I will say
He
this:
has
the-
You know something? Just wait, because very soon
He's gonna be
after
out
this
the
year,
league in a
he's
Canadian
get
football league.
no, he's gonna go to the Vikings, or he'll go to the Redskins with the new coach, or he'll go to
Well, he's gonna go to the Red. So fuck Dwayne Haskins.
fucking what's it called? Gruden doesn't even like him in the first place, and then the man who did draft him, the fucking general owner, doesn't tell Gruden, hey bro, get your fucking nuts out of here, and I'm gonna put in my nuts here, and you're gonna put in Dwayne. He doesn't
mean,
tell
they
him
don't really
that,
have a
so that
choice
means
now.
that whatever.
Haskins looked like shit.
Okay,
he was
you
not
just
supposed to
throw
be
him in
there.
the- yeah, you just
That's what I'm
throw
saying.
him
He
in the
was
hole.
not supposed to be there.
So why
That was
wouldn't
stupid.
the Redskins take a flyer for a discount priced Josh Rosen. He's gonna come at a fucking small price. The Dolphins already have so much draft capital that they're not gonna be fishing for that first
they're
round.
not gonna be
They're gonna be fishing for a third or fourth.
May-
And you
I
can
think
get a
they'll
first-round
probably
talent
even
in
take a
there.
fifth.
I'll be happy with the fifth.
They'll take a fifth for him.
For him,
If I'm the Dolphins, I'm not gonna because I would know that how much talent this kid has.
it's either we get
To
a fifth
give
or
him
we
up
just
for a
drop him.
fifth would hurt.
They
But
wouldn't drop
at the
him.
end of the day, that is still getting something out of it.
So he's going to be a backup then next year, is what you're saying. If he stays
If
on the
he stays in
Dolphins,
Miami.
he's going to be a backup.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't use a first round pick to pick a guy and then have him
Sit behind someone
sit behind
who's
someone
not
who's not established.
yeah.
So Josh Rosen sucks.
He's not
He's
established.
not established. No one said he sucks.
Yeah.
He's just not
He
established.
sucks. Most of his
You don't
all-
you don't draft a quarterback with your first pick and have him sit behind a quarterback who's not established.
He's
Yeah.
not good.
No, who's not
Who's not
established.
established.
He's not established within the organization.
Not
Yeah.
established, not good. Same thing.
No,
No.
two very different things.
Because if the Saints went out and drafted Justin Herbert in next year's draft, he's sitting behind Drew Brees.
Is he not good? No, he's
no,
good.
it's just because
He's just
Drew
not
Brees is an established quarterback. But if we didn't have a quarterback, Drew Brees retires and we draft Justin Herbert, you start Herbert, or you even let him sit 1 year. But more than
Behind
likely, you're going to
Teddy.
start him because that's the point of you drafting him.
Let alone
Look
the
at
fact
Aaron,
that
look
you
at Aaron
draft a
Rodgers.
guy like
They
that.
drafted Aaron Rodgers to sit behind Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
For a year.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't bad, but Brett Favre was an established quarterback.
But
That's why he sat behind him.
different, though. If you're the first pick, you're starting off the bat.
If you're a first round pick,
First round, first pick, you're starting off the bat.
Yeah.
That's
Except
what
for
they're most
Baker.
likely going to have.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Except
it's
for
not
Baker.
So he's going to
it-
be the backup right then and there.
because that's the point. Because
Yeah.
he's not established. You don't take the first pick and throw him behind another quarterback who's
That's not good.
not. It's
Not
not good. It's just
established.
not established. He doesn't have a solid role in that offense because he's
I'm
not
almost
an
certain
established
he won't
quarterback.
be there. He's not gonna be
He's
there
not gonna
for
stay in
this
Miami.
conversation to even happen. He's gonna be
He's-
somewhere
yeah,
else
he's going
where he
somewhere
can find
else.
it. And I really, really, really hope. I haven't looked at his contract, but I'm really hoping that Kirk Cousins' contract ends this year. Because if it does,
No, I
it
think
doesn't.
it ends
Son
in-
of a
I think they
bitch.
have- I think they have like
Because they are
three
cutting
years,
Stephon
three-
Diggs and Adam Thielen's nuts off. That is the best wide receiver corps in the league, and it's getting its nuts cut off by goddamn Kirk Cousins. What's a better wide receiver corps in the league? Receiving corps, sorry, in the league. Kyle Rudolph, Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen. Who's better than that? Name
I
me
think
one.
the next closest
Odell,
one.
Jarvis, and Njoku if he's healthy.
No, the next closest one
Adam
would be.
Thielen is better than Odell. Stephon Diggs is miles better than Jarvis Landry, and then Kyle Rudolph is a touchdown machine.
You said Thielen is better than Odell.
Yep.
In what?
I would
category?
say.
He outworks him in every way, shape, and form. His footwork is great, and he's great at the point of the catch.
I would say
I've never liked Odell.
the only
Ever.
trio that would be better is
Tell me why. Give me some actual reasoning why Odell's better. Tell me. Tell me.
Odell he has way better hands. Obviously, Thielen.
I won't even take that away from him because obviously that's what he's made his name
Thielen
off
catches
of.
the ball way more because he doesn't drop. I'd say Odell drops way more passes than Thielen.
But-
which is by like.
But
3.
Odell makes better catches,
He
makes
makes
crazier
way better
catches.
his
way
better
footwork,
spectacular catches.
way better
Footwork is
everything.
debatable.
It's about the same.
Debatable.
He has way more
Debatable.
breakout speed than Thielen. Yes, he does.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, he does.
Because
So
speed
every-
isn't everything. The best wide receiver to ever play the game wasn't fast.
Obviously, but he has the intangibles. He has way more intangibles than Thielen.
You're crazy.
And if you're looking at Thielen's stats and Odell's stats, it's not even.
Okay, one of them came undrafted and worked his way up
That's good.
every single year.
I'm glad
One
he-
of them came
I'm
highly
glad
drafted
that he's
and
a
thrown into the
success
fire.
story. I'm glad he's a success story. But still, saying that he's better than Odell, no.
Yep.
He's not even better than Jarvis Landry, damn near.
He's
Adam
better
Thielen's
than
way
them by
fucking
a
better than Jarvis
mile.
Landry.
A fucking mile.
Way fucking better than Jarvis Landry.
A fucking mile.
Oh,
So he has
mile.
more yards. He has, let's see, more yards per catch. He
than
has
Jarvis Landry.
no than Odell Beckham. So he has more yards than Odell Beckham for the past 2 years. He has more yards per catch. Let's see what the catch percentage is. Definitely more receptions, but that's just
That's
a
good.
fucking fault of being targeted that much. 61%, 62%, as opposed to 64%, 74%. So he's better percentage-wise than him. What else do you want in this man? Let's see touchdowns. He has more touchdowns than him for both years. So in what way is Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham,
better
Who
than Adam
is a
Thielen?
better run blocker? I don't know.
Adam Thielen.
I don't know. I really
Adam
don't know.
Thielen,
for sure.
Adam Thielen drove in that run block for fucking what's
yeah,
it
'cause
called?
that's all he
Dalvin
has to
Cook.
fucking practice is blocking. That's all he does now.
Adam Thielen?
Adam Thielen,
No.
one of the best wide receivers in the game. He's one
I
of
would
the,
say that the best trio.
Not definitely not the best
If
trio.
they had
no, not just wide receiver
best
corps.
duo?
Because if they
Well,
still
okay,
have
but
more
no,
depth, then you can
but
take
the
that
best,
fourth
I would
guy.
say the best duo,
They're not
other
even the
than
best duo.
them, if they had a better quarterback, is definitely Atlanta. Julio
Yeah.
and Calvin.
Julio,
Just
Calvin,
Matt
and,
Ryan sucks.
Tolio. Levine Tolio.
Yeah. And then they still have Mohamed Sanu, and then
he's great. He's always been
is
pretty good.
Austin
And Austin Hooper.
Yeah, Austin
Austin
Hooper's their
Hooper.
tight end.
Yeah.
So like that little trio, I think is up
That's
there
all
with Minnesota.
If
But
Mike Williams can get healthy,
Don't fucking.
who's your tight end?
When Hunter Henry,
And Hunter Henry
he's
can get
and
healthy.
he's gonna
But
play
he's-
next
I was
week.
like, isn't he
Hopefully,
hurt?
yeah.
he might
And
play
Mike
next
Williams
week.
is hurt. Yeah, he is most likely coming back next week.
But
Mike
I
Williams-
would give it to Atlanta if they had a better quarterback. Like fantasy wise, I have Julio Jones. He's fucking shitting the bed every single week. I think
Admittedly, he's number
one
2
good
right now
week.
because of that 1 week.
I think he had one good week. So I'm just like,
And
what the
guess
fuck?
who's number one?
He had 1 good week as well.
Oh my god!
Just-
One week. That's accumulation, sir.
Just
I think
stating
personally,
facts.
I think
Huh?
Just stating fact. He's not even number 1.
Now?
Oh, just specifically because
'Cause
the
of
Rams
Cooper
got a
Kupp.
game.
yeah, had the
yeah.
game ahead.
No, don't try to play my guy.
Yeah,
I
I
was just making
think
sure. I was.
And you're
I
lucky
checked
because
it,
he would have been
and
up. He would have been up
is
by a
there.
lot more if they didn't fucking call a stupid offensive pass
Admittedly,
interference.
it's super early to say for a lot of offensive players because Will Dissly is the best tight end in the year right now, which will not hold up.
Probably not.
Christian McCaffrey though, that
That'll
might be
probably
the best
hold
running
up.
back. Yeah, that might end up
all
hold
I'm
up. I'll have
saying-
to eat some crow because I don't
All
like
I'm
that.
saying is, after week 5, my boy Slayer's already at 500 some yards.
good for him.
That's good, right?
That's great.
Yeah, it's
He's at
better than your
452
trash-ass
actually, but-
fucking receiver. Huh?
He's at 452 yards.
452. So by this week, he would be at 500 something after week 5.
I will really
He still has-
laugh.
he
I
still
will
has
laugh
about
my
10
ass
more
off
weeks. I don't even want to
if
talk.
he ends at 499 for the week.
If he ends at 499 for the week, I'll be kind of hurt. But then he would look like Michael Thomas, probably a lot of a lot worse.
Yeah, that's all
But
right.
Michael Thomas has amazing receptions and percentage of catches per target.
Yeah, he's one of the great catchers. That's it.
That's his job. So,
He's a receiver. You're supposed
Just
to
like
catch
my
it.
receiver, but way better.
but
Mine's way
when
better.
this guy is catching in on third downs every single week and is available every single week and puts in the work every single week,
like Keenan
but he's-
Allen to me, sir.
I mean, with a man who's played how many games in his however long career?
Keenan?
Yep.
He was hurt. The last time he was seriously hurt was 2 years ago, I want to say. That was the last time he was like seriously like missed time.
His first year, he had 15 games. Second year, 15. Then 8.
Yep.
And then 1.
Yep.
And then he's played the last 2
Yep.
at 15 and 14.
Yep. Yeah, so 2 years
So
ago.
he's never played a full season in his full career.
So yeah, it's
And
either
had
he
2
just missed
seasons where
one.
he had next to no games.
Yeah, because he tore his shit first game of the fucking year, which kind of hurt, which really hurt actually.
That was 2 years.
That was 2
ago?
years
I think I
ago.
remember that. It was like the first
Yeah,
game.
It was the
of
first game.
2016.
Literally, like it was like in the
Yeah.
first quarter, it was tough,
Papa had him too on his fantasy team.
Yep, I
and I
think
was
I
like,
remember
that's
that.
tough, bro.
very tough. I
Tough.
was like, well, there it is this year. But yeah,
Yep.
I mean, hey,
He's had the past 2 years where he at least played nearly all of his games. Admittedly,
missed
still
one
missing.
game.
He missed 2,
okay, and last year he missed 2. But
and then one 2017
yeah,
with
What do you
asterisks
miss
next to it.
one game for though?
probably just his knee.
Back or something.
His knee. It was he got hurt against the Steelers, and then then he missed like the next game or 2.
Load management. That's what they should call it.
No, he was hurt.
This man had 50% as his catch percentage against Detroit. You're telling me every other pass this man is dropping it?
It wasn't his fault. It was more the spots at that time.
I guess we'd have to see it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
against
watch that
Detroit-
game.
against Detroit-
I watched that game intently, but I can't
It
recall
was
it.
more. It was more of like
like
spots
3
and like
weeks
defenders just like getting there at all times. Which I mean, obviously,
Get open.
He is open most of the time. That's just Darius Slay. What are you gonna do?
Get open.
I can't wait. I just want to see how the season unfolds. That's how NFL grabs you. Like there's just all these
There's a
different
lot going
storylines in
on.
the NFL, and I love that.
A lot going on.
Yeah,
It's week 5.
it's
A
the
lot
big
of
time.
the quote unquote veteran quarterbacks are hurt. All these young guys are
Stepping in,
stepping
becoming
well.
electric.
Electrifying.
It's.
I think
it's
the
a-
only quarterback who stepped in who hasn't been electrifying is Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater's never been electric like that.
electric for
He was
at
electric in
one point.
Minnesota.
Yeah, in Minnesota.
He literally just blew his
He
leg apart, so they
fucking
just had to move on.
It was a non-contact
Yeah,
practice injury, and it
And-
blew my mind.
yeah.
Right
and
after-
they just had to move along.
Right after he got back from the multiple concussions.
Huh.
You gotta love it.
Everyone really forgets what Teddy
Eh,
Bridgewater was doing with.
See, but like the thing about the NFL is every single player that plays it down in the NFL has concussions.
Yeah.
It's just about whether or not
It's serious.
you can see it. So if people can see it, then they have to call it out.
I hope you know, your quarterback, just like mine, has small hands.
How tall is your quarterback?
Taller than yours.
Exactly.
That's fine.
So he's
Small hands.
unproportional.
No, not really. They have small hands.
Yes, he is.
He's like 6'2", 6'1".
He's like 6'3", damn near. Drew Brees is like 5'10"
I'm
on
not
a good
talking
day.
about Drew Brees. I'm talking about your quarterback now. Is Drew Brees your quarterback now? No.
Oh, I don't give a
Yeah, I
fuck
mean,
about Teddy
technically he
Bridgewater.
still is on the roster.
Obviously,
on
he's
the
still on the
IR.
roster, but he's just.
Yeah,
he's
my
just taking
quarterback
he's
is
just taking
Taysom Hill.
Oh, that's a big man.
Man,
Bro, did you see that truck?
He's a big boy.
that truck for what? 4 yards?
For the
I
first
mean,
down.
if we're talking about looks of a quarterback, it's just there's no real.
And I met Teddy Bridgewater.
There's
and
no
he
real
definitely
competition.
Has small hands. Because I
The
shook his hand.
sexiest quarterback in the league award goes
Porn
to
star.
Jimmy
Jimmy G.
G. Mr.
That's
Studio
this.
Girl. So we're doing.
I want to fall asleep to just.
His face.
Yeah.
He's a handsome man.
That's suspicious.
He's
but
a handsome
good looking guy.
Is it though? When he looks this good, is it that suspicious?
He is a handsome
for
guy.
just
For
99
99
cents
A
for
month,
3 months.
You can see this man's face all the time. And
You're
you can't.
joking. It's one of those sites where it's like you either pay. And look at that. They know it's too sexy that they have to lock it behind that.
I understand.
They do it.
So new segment, I guess. We're just gonna give out the predictions of who you guys think is gonna win this week for NFL. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
Everyone on the left.
All right, I like that. So we have Broncos and Chargers.
I would hope the Chargers.
Hope the Chargers, but the Broncos.
Well, they
have
lost
been
Bradley
kind of
Chubb.
okay, I
Broncos
guess.
always play us tight, but yes.
Oh, they lost Bradley Chubb.
yeah.
Damn. Damn, that fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Chargers then. Even before,
Hopefully.
but still.
Before, even with Bradley Chubb, I was saying the Chargers. Obviously, it would have been. I think it would have been tight.
Very close.
It would have been very
But
close.
I think the gap
Hey,
kind of
boy.
closed pretty quickly. Right now.
Without Bradley Chubb, it won't be close.
Yeah. We have Cardinals Bengals battle of the 0-3-1 and the 0-4.
I think the Cardinals will take it. AJ Green's still not playing.
I say the Cards get their first
Probably
line.
the Bengals will end up taking that.
You think the
truthfully.
Bengals?
Yeah,
I
the
said-
Cardinals haven't even won a game, have they?
None
Neither
of
of
them have.
them
Neither
have.
of them have. Yeah.
They haven't won a game either. The
No.
Bengals.
Nope.
Wow, that's
0-4.
crazy. Damn, they've had some close ones then.
Battle
Damn.
of the Beatens.
I think the Cardinals will take it.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's gonna finally get his first win.
Yeah, yeah. You could kind of hope
I
just
should
so you can
probably
get a
write this
stride
down so we
going.
can see who had a better
I'm like,
record last week.
he had he has a tie, so he's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ties.
So
fucking-
well, I'm gonna write mine down.
Ties, I always chalk them in as a loss.
So
which is
Chargers.
I don't think any game should ever end in a tie.
I hate that.
I mean, they can't. It's not. They can't just play all day.
Yeah. Let's go baseball status, man. Just fucking go.
Well, they should do it like
We go
college status. Just start them at 25. Just go back and forth.
Fucking go
Next
till we
game.
can't no more.
Next game, Bills and Titans
Bills.
with Josh Allen probably.
I'll take
he
the
might not
Titans.
play
Really?
with concussion. We don't know yet. He hasn't been. I don't know if
Cleared.
he's been cleared yet.
Wow.
So far, if he doesn't start, it's Matt Barkley up.
Yeah. Fuck.
I
forgot
say
about that. And
Titans.
he lost that game for them.
Trojan
Damn.
Pride.
I say
Wow.
Titans.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Titans.
I took the Titans.
Titans specifically because I think Derrick Henry can just be like, I'm gonna
Just
carry
do
this
it all.
shit and do it.
So we have the Bears and Raiders. We have the
Bears.
the London
Bears.
game.
Bears.
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 Come on.
They should have really put that in Oakland, bro. Have Khalil come back.
Are you fucking serious when I'm looking at that? Oh my god.
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Nah, I was looking at Adam Thielen's.
Get your hands out of your pants, sir.
Game 1. I was scratching my nuts, truthfully, but I was looking at Adam Thielen's game 1. He didn't even drop a pass.
He really doesn't. I give him that. We have Saints Bucks.
Saints. It's gonna be a shootout, but
Toss up to
Saints.
me.
Our defense has been stepping up lately, which is crazy.
Yeah, truthfully, it's gonna be a crazy game. I think they have momentum with how much points they scored, though. Tampa Bay. So I think they can carry that into the game and maybe get a win.
I'm keeping Saints though by like a
both
couple.
these teams really want to win this though.
I think Mike Evans will go nuts.
Both these teams need it. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, Saints are 3-1, Bucks are 2-2, which is
Yeah.
So obviously Saints. We have the Vikings and Giants. I have the Giants taking it this week, actually.
I have the Vikings.
Wait.
I still believe in the Daniel Jones magic.
Yeah.
I have
I'll
them.
probably give it to the Giants.
I have the Giants sneaking.
No, I'm gonna give it to the Vikings
I got it to the
because
Vikings.
they don't have Saquon.
They have
That alleviates a
They
lot
don't have
of pressure.
Saquon, and the Giants secondary, I don't think can hold Diggs, Thielen, and Rudolph.
I mean, they're only going to
Admittedly,
pass
it's
8
not
times
really-
a game. They're only going to pass 8 times.
I don't think their front seven can even hold Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin.
So
We'll see. I have the Giants pulling it out, though. Then they got Golden Tate back, too. So, hey.
they did. I mean, Wayne Gallman had a good week last week,
Golden
but
Tate has
again,
never
he's
been
no
that
he's
great.
no Saquon. So
He is no Saquon. We have Jets, Eagles. Sam Darnold's out, so Luke Falk is still the starter.
Eagles.
oh yeah, Eagles.
That's an easy win.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
If Sam Darnold was playing, I might have taken the Jets.
Now,
I would take the Jets. If Sam Darnold was playing, I would take the
If
Jets.
Kenyon Williams and Sam Darnold were playing,
I would take the Jets.
we have the good old matchup, the Ravens and Steelers.
Ravens.
Go Ravens. Damn. Oh yeah, Steelers are 1-3. So we have the Patriots and Redskins. Obviously,
Taking the Skins, baby.
Skins all day. Dwayne Haskins is going to carve up that defense.
Yeah, I fucking wish. So it's not called.
the Pats.
Damn. Yeah. Pats.
If we're all going
Hopefully,
Skins,
Julian Edelman shows up this week.
I'll hop on the Skins train. Fuck it.
We're gonna take the Skins.
I'll
Skins
take
for
the
an
Skins.
upset.
Fuck it.
There's
Skins
no
are gonna
way.
lose by like 30.
Yeah, there's
I'm
no
gonna
way.
take the
They're
Skins. If they lose, I'll eat the crow. But that's fuck. I mean,
You have to eat an actual crow if they lose.
first of all, I'm not fucking Ozzy Osbourne or whatever.
He bit off a bat.
Yeah. Oh, okay, bat. Well, fucking, I'm not him. I'm not a
I'm not
psychopath.
him.
But I'll take the Redskins simply because let's do a hot take and
Sure, I gotta go soon.
fucking
Same.
Dwayne Haskins, killer,
Yeah.
killer.
We have Jags, Panthers. I say
Jags?
the Jags.
Kyle Allen versus Garner Minshew.
I'm gonna take the Panthers. Bye. Bye to you too, Plato. Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the Panthers. I like CMC.
Falcons and Texans.
Fuck Texans.
I think I picked the Texans.
I
to
wish
win.
the Falcons would show up, aka Matt Ryan.
The Falcons are really 1-3.
I think
Piece of
on
shit.
paper, when you look at it, I think the Falcons have a better chance
But then when they
But-
show up,
when you show up.
Well,
they
show
don't.
up.
They don't show up.
I'll take the Falcons because Julio Jones is on my fantasy team and I need him to go off.
Yeah, I need him to go off, but at this point, he's like 2 games away from being benched. Same with Juju Smith. I've
Really?
already benched
He had
Juju
one
Smith
good
twice
week,
this
though.
week.
He did have one good week.
One.
Julio?
He had
Just-
one
No,
good
Julio
week.
saved me 1 week. Pittsburgh's defense saved me this 1 week. Forgot to shout them out.
He's number 5 right now because he had that good week.
Uh,
He's had 100 yards. He's had 9, 22, 18, and 5. That's 2 good weeks. That's 3 solid weeks. 2 great weeks.
I
and
expect
one
him to
bad.
at least have 12 every game. Not 9.
5 is not cutting
Just
it.
week 1.
5 is not cutting it at all.
Yeah, but
5 you
it's-
just stepped on the field.
Yeah, 5 he showed up to get paid. Next game.
Oh,
Packers and Cowboys.
Packers, baby.
I'm saying Cowboys now only because of Devontae Adams.
Go Pack, go.
I think Aaron
But
Rodgers.
I want the Pack to win. I
It's
want the
Aaron
Pack to
Rodgers.
win.
Aaron
I
Rodgers
never
can,
bet against him.
yeah, he can make. Well, first of all, he damn near owns the Cowboys, and I think he's a good enough quarterback to make no-name receivers look good.
Great. Marquez Valdez.
Yeah, I think he'll have a good week this
Okay,
week.
Come on. Jimmy
And-
Graham is coming into his own again.
About fucking time.
For the late Sunday game, we have the Chiefs and the Colts.
Chiefs,
Chiefs.
but I guess you kind of hope that
I
Jacoby.
think
Brissett
Jacoby
can do
will
it.
make it interesting.
Jacoby
but
will make it interesting.
the Chiefs are
Will
gonna
it
win.
be like a Ravens Chiefs kind of thing where they were going at it and pretty close for a while and then
then
just
then
takes
they'll
off.
just break
Pull
off.
off
Yeah,
something.
they'll just pull
Too.
off.
because fucking Lamar Jackson was just trying to do too much,
Yeah.
trying to do what Patrick Mahomes was doing. He just didn't have that.
Yeah.
And then for the Monday night game, obviously, we have the 49ers and the Browns.
Oh, Niners all
You
day.
said that wrong.
The 49ers and the
The
Browns?
undefeated
No, the
49ers.
undefeated 49ers.
I didn't say that for every team that was undefeated.
Well,
So now
just,
I got to go back and edit.
Clarification.
So the undefeated Patriots are playing.
yeah.
And
The
that's it.
Redskins.
There's only 3, so
Redskins.
it's pretty easy. And then the undefeated Chiefs are playing
Undefeated
the
Chiefs.
Colts.
Yeah, there you go.
And then the
undefeated 3-0 49ers.
well, you
They're
don't have
still
to put a
undefeated.
clarification.
They're
It's still
undefeated.
undefeated.
They're still
You-
undefeated.
Undefeated
Undefeated.
49ers
By default.
playing.
But they're still
Not by
undefeated.
default.
Well, I mean, you had a bye week. You didn't play anyone, so by default.
We
you
didn't choose to have a bye week.
But that's what I'm saying. By default, you stay undefeated.
I mean, you chose to get that early bye week in there.
We didn't choose to get an early bye. There's no choice made here.
Why?
We don't choose the schedule. People seem to be forgetting this.
I guess. Just give them.
And
just
why
give them
would we?
the
Why
easiest.
would we want an early bye week? Everybody wants a late
you
bye
want the
week,
late
so when
bye
you
week.
make that playoff push,
Imagine-
you're more energized for those last games.
All right, guys.
that pool?
I take my
So,
black ass to work to
picks-
deal with the damn Dodgers today.
Who you guys never made your picks for 49ers versus Cleveland?
For who?
Oh, I'm taking the Niners all day.
I'd say the Browns.
All right, and I picked the 49ers because they are the best.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
no,
little
I'm
biased in
taking
there,
I'm taking
but
Niners all day. I wouldn't say they were the best, but I
They're
think
definitely not the best. But
I think
the
they're
best.
I think they're
they're out
better
there getting it.
better put together than the Browns.
They're a lot
right
better
now.
than we thought.
In
I'll say
my humble opinion, the 49ers are the best team on the face of the earth.
I feel like there's a little bias in there, but I respect it.
In my humble opinion, they
Humble?
are the best team on the face of the earth.
That's strike on number 8.
In my humble opinion.
Yeah, honestly, I think
Yeah.
when it comes to paper, the Browns look better, but when it comes to like teams put together, the Niners look better to me, like on the field team. The Niners look better. But yeah. I'm done. I gotta get to work. My ass is gonna be late. I think I have about an hour drive.
Shouts out baseball.
So
Playoff
I'm for sure
baseball
gonna be
is
late.
full effect. Great wild card games besides the A's and Rays because the Rays just demolished. Unreal comeback by the Nats. Right now, currently Houston's up 4-0.
Top of the seventh,
Top of the
one out.
7th. Verlander's still out there
Verlander's pitching.
dealing. Dodgers won 6-0 last night. Cardinals won, 6-5?
Let us not forget that at the end of the day,
Yeah, they won by 1. Or 7-6 or 6-5, which I think it was 7-6.
no matter what the score is, at the end of the day, Justin Verlander wins.
Yeah, I'll see you at the game.
I will see y'all next week.
I'll see you at the game.
let me get there. I'll see if I have time to do anything today.
Are you filled?
Always, sir.
Okay.
That is my rule.
Understand.
Like I said, bye.
What was it? For other baseball talk? Kind of just. We'll see. Dodgers are going to the World Series, hopefully. But next, who plays next? I think the Braves play next. Yeah, Braves and
Yeah.
Cards play next. And then Twins Yankees. That's the one I really want to see. What is it? Then obviously Dodgers Nats at the night game. It's
Should be a good one.
a good one, honestly. It's baseball. October baseball is full effect. It's beautiful.
I'm sad that I'm missing all these Dodger games because I'm working, but
At least it's the first round.
yeah.
It's only the first round. If it was
Try to
later,
request some days off. We'll see.
it's like if it was later, I understand. Yeah, I'll be hurt. I was like, that was me last year.
I didn't miss a single game in the World Series, and it hurt to watch some of those.
I had to work one game. I want to say of the World Series. I was hot. Literally, like I started right when the game started. I was steaming. I was like, bro, fuck y'all.
You know what's fucked up is that they had the game. That's random. But they had the game playing in the background at work. So they had the Rams versus Seahawks, and then it switched over like midway through that game to the Dodger game. And then they're like, "Oh, the radio's still on," and then they shut it off, and I was like, "You for real, man? Like,
That's-
can we
those
get
are-
that back on?
Yeah, bro, just leave it on, bro. It's for the sound.
Come on."
Dickheads.
But just because it wasn't music, it doesn't count.
It's talking music. That's what it is.
It's
All
the
it is.
beautiful, beautiful sound of sports.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
Ah, forever miss him.
They should get him back for the playoffs exclusively.
Dude, I at least thought that they would do it for the first time that we went into the World Series.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
I was like, oh, that'd be a perfect spot.
man, that sucks that it was just 1 year off. And he could have.
I know. I'm like, oh.
I mean, he actually did the call for the catch as well. The 49ers legendary play with Dwight Clark and Joe Montana. He
Huge.
did the same announcer for the catch. Like, just all these legendary moments in sports history, and Vin Scully is the man.
That must be cool though. Honestly, like you've seen like so many like of the best like plays
It's
of all
like,
time.
Gotta be
You're
the
like,
coolest
yeah,
thing.
bro. Like I was there. Like I called that. Like that's tough.
Yeah.
That's crazy to say.
There's some people who have ruined sports moments
Yeah.
with their calls.
Nah, not though.
Yeah, not
Unless
not
you're Jason Witten.
friggin' Booger McFarland.
But nah, Booger
I'm not a
McFarland's
fan.
all right. He has
Not
his
a fan.
moments.
Jason Witten was probably one of the worst I've
He-
ever heard in the
He was
booth.
just bad. I was like, I felt like he was trying to be like Tony Romo way too much. I
Yeah.
was like, stop trying to call plays. You're
But
a
Tony
tight end.
Romo knew the game on a different aspect.
I was like, he's a quarterback. He sees
he
everything.
sees
all
it
you
all.
are is a tight end. That literally, I mean, you have to see different schemes, but like, it's not like that.
Linehan schemes.
Yeah, I'm like, you just got to get open. This man has to see the whole field. Still fuck Tony Romo though, but hey.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not. I hate them. I hate the Cowboys,
Always
Because
gonna
of
hate
their
the Cowboys.
fans.
Yeah,
but
always gonna
I
hate
want
the
to
Cow-
like the team, but I can't because they're
Cow-
fans.
Yeah, it's just honestly that's the Cowboys. That's the only reason why I can't stand them is because of their fans. Their fans are always ignorant.
Yeah.
They're like trying to be Patriots fans without no results. They're like, we're the best team, blah blah blah. Like it's just unreal. But I was just man,
Yeah.
I love this song.
Is a classic. We calling it. We're at the 2 hour.
I'm like, subscribe, shout us out, please. That'll be beautiful. We love you. Thank you for tuning in. Beastie Brian Ball, checking out. You feel me?